Welcome to week 4 of Fallout New Orre. I am your evil mastermind host, Bucky, and these are my lovely players.
Hi.
Hello.
But I have to do some things first.
Yes. Eli has something lovely that he would like to show the audience.
Oh yeah, do you want me to link that to them in the chat?
I'll link the GIF, but I don't know if I can post the pictures.
Alright. Well, while Eli's working on that, I will quickly summarize what happened last week. So last week, after spending the night in Jake's house/shop, the party woke up to Jake making them breakfast. Some very lovely pancakes. They ate and talked and ate, and eventually stepped outside, getting ready to go. However, before they could leave, Leilani was suddenly approached by a really shifty-looking dude who started asking about his vault. The dude was scared off by Jolene being badass and spooky, but...
So spoopy.
too spoopy. But a gust of wind lifted his shirt just enough for Layla to catch a glimpse of a tattoo on his back. Quinn showed Layla a picture and asked, was this the tattoo? And Layla said yes, so Quinn took off after the guy. Quinn then ended up, scoping the guy out, figuring out what's going on, and eventually managed to steal his notes before returning to the party, and everybody regrouped back in Jake's shop before slipping out of a side entrance and leaving town. Anyone have anything that they'd like to add that I left out? Because there was also everything is bowls.
I am attempting to post things and it's not going well.
I'm trying to as well, and it is similarly not going well. I think what we might have to do is someone who's not a moderator post the link, and then people copy-paste the link if they want to see it, because you've put a soundtrack to it with the GIF, it's just showing up with the link to the video with the sound in it.
Well...
Someone post that shit. Also, is there any way to post pictures?
Not to my knowledge, hon. You'd have to host them somewhere first.
Dixon? Well,
sorry.
Hang on.
How about you message the pictures to me on Facebook, and then I'll be able to copy-paste them into the chat.
I have no idea how you'll manage that, but alright.
Yes, Andrea has posted the thing, so if you copy-paste Andrea's link, that should show you the...
Thank you very kindly.
OMG noob, you're doing it wrong.
Thank you, jury.
I realize this is probably not the best question to ask, but how do you level up your Pokemon again? I thought I was all leveled up and I totally forgot.
It's fine, Hannah. You get a tutor point every...
Sorry.
It's fine. You get a tutor point every 5 levels. You have not reached level 10, so you don't get a tutor point. Any moves that you've gotten, so since you have hit 6, 7, and then 8, you're at level 8, check for any moves that you might get. And you can take those moves if you want. If you don't want any of those moves, that's fine. Just go ahead and keep what you have. And you get 1 stat point per level, but the way you distribute those stats must follow the base relations rule. I can go over that rule again.
No, I remember the base relations rule,
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, basically you get 3 stat points and any moves that you got.
Okay.
Also, Eli Jury says that is adorable.
Aw, thank you.
Isn't that perfect?
I'm gonna link it in the description when I put this up on YouTube, if you guys want to remind me to do that.
I will. It's
Awesome.
perfect.
It is
I love
And
it.
I'm making a thing of all the pictures.
Good.
Amazing. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Besides the spy dude with the notes and the shipping of Leilani and Jake, I think that summarizes. Andrea, calm down. I think that summarizes the previous session. So with this session,
Just about, I think.
we start out with you guys leaving Pyrite Town,
As we do.
and you are on the road to Gateon Port, I assume.
Yep.
Cool.
Do you want me to make a survival check to keep to have a lookout on, what I'm to do my job?
Your job?
Keep Squishy alive.
Keep Squishy.
I thought you meant Sarah for a second. You're talking about Leilani, aren't you?
Well, I think
Squish
Leilani and, all of the children,
Did someone link the rolls room?
Oh,
the
right.
little children.
The tiny children.
Okay, so all the squishies.
Squish Lana. Squishla. Squark. Sorry.
God damn it.
One moment, I'm being PM'd.
Is there any way to adjust what sticks?
Well, there's a few ways.
Yeah, I asked for that.
Well,
Hypertype,
Yeah,
you say?
cha-cha.
sorry, I'm being PM'd.
Alright.
Andrea.
Anyways.
Oh, and for the record, Blazer, I just saw this. Go for it.
What is Blazer?
You can. Blazer wants to post the link on the
Oh no,
GIF
it
on the. Whatever.
says never mind.
Aw.
Has possibly got it open.
Oh my god, that
That's
little Cyndaquil and the little Totodile
Yes.
and the little Psyduck. Oh my god, it's Eggsy.
Eggsy.
Eggsy. Okay. So, Hunter, you don't need to roll right now. I'll make you roll if there are any encounters. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
What?
What's up, Hannah?
Damage rolls or set damage?
Set damage.
Alright.
I'm talking about, Hunter, like, he wanted to roll survival to keep an eye out, but, I'm just letting him know that I'll tell you guys to roll perception or something when there's going to be a random encounter, so no need to worry about checking with me constantly or anything like that.
Okie dokie.
Well, should I make you guys roll for that? Yeah, roll perception, guys. Just
Oh dear.
Perception.
Can I roll?
Uh,
Can I roll survival?
are you allowed to by one of your abilities?
Well,
Where's the rolls room?
yeah, it's
Click
someone.
it again. Sorry, my bad.
Do you want me to link it?
No, I got it.
Got it right here. Oh, you beat me to it.
Fuck!
I'll
Damn
see,
Thank you all.
see what
You've
I
been
ended up
very
doing. I don't care. I'm going to as well. You can't stop me. What I ended up doing was copy pasting it into the rolls room. Rollception.
Andrea, why are
Well-
you named Oswin in this roles?
Oh, well, I am trying to do survival to keep a lookout for tracks and signs of disturbances, things like that.
You are just as bad as us, Hatter.
That's why I was asking about survival, because my job as a survivalist is to keep these people alive. So stopping.
Perception fits better for this particular situation.
I need to start
Okay.
giving you more shit when we're playing your game.
Yeah, really.
Well, look, like survival's my thing, and and survival is
You know who you remind me of?
Hmm.
Trinity playing Thor.
Aww.
Can I use my strength check to look everywhere?
Thornady.
I mean, I mean, I don't know exactly like what Bucky is like wanting us to roll for, so I wasn't sure if it would work. That's why I was asking.
Fair.
Yeah, perception works better for this situation.
Okay, I still get a +2, thankfully.
For the record, I shared the link to the sprites I made for this little group.
Alright, you guys don't notice anything.
Oh, great.
DM
Anyway.
reroll. Wait, wrong game.
Anyways, so you guys are traveling, and oh shit, that's when I forgot to pull up the map. Or map. There we go. That's better. I knew I was missing something. Let's see. So I think that's an 8-hour trip, and then another 8-hour trip to get to the forest. Okay. So if you guys keep following this path, basically you're going to reach the fork in the road that led to, well, that went either pointing towards the forest, which leads to Gateon Port, or to Pyrite Town. So if you keep going, you're going to get back along the main path, but that's an 8-hour trek. And then another 8-hour trek to actually reach the forest.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'll paste, I don't have my paths on the map, but here you go, at least. So, unless there is anything specific you guys want to do during your trek back to the main road, or if you want to take a shortcut or something, which would be dangerous, but it's possible, then...
Layla's vote is in the direction of not anything that's dangerous. I syntax superbly.
Bitch.
You with us, E?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure E with us.
No, he not.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go.
I'm zarging a bit.
Oh, there's the map.
Yep, there's the map.
There's the map.
Yeah,
Map.
I apparently have misplaced my MS Paint map. So, yeah, basically, unless there's anything you guys want to do, I can just skip ahead to making you roll for a random encounter or something.
Jolene votes we go through whichever of the more options you said was more terrifying.
Layla
Okay.
votes for the safer option.
I think Jolene's probably going to be outvoted.
Leilani is scared shitless, so he's going to say take whatever option is the least likely to get him and Iolana killed.
Okay.
Jolene doesn't intentionally pick the most dangerous option. She just has very interesting ideas of what safe looks like.
Okay. But anyways, I'm gonna roll to see if anything happens on your way along the path. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh no.
Okay.
Intrigued DM noises.
Alright, let me just double check real quick, just to make sure that that's the number I think it is.
Calculating DM noises.
Fair enough. Let's see, where is...
Andrea, are you okay?
Andrea, are you hype? Are things
Okay.
going down this session?
As you guys are walking...
Ominous DM noises.
As you guys are walking... Are you okay, Eli?
Yes, I'm fine. Love you
Okay.
too, Andrea.
As you guys are walking, you hear a shriek in the sky. It doesn't sound like a human shriek.
This is good. Humans are not meant to be in the sky.
Good.
Um,
Iolana looks ready to fight, and Leilani hits the ground and puts his hands over his head.
Get ready to meet Ms. Angry Eyes!
Suddenly,
sorry.
for what you thought Spark was walking behind you, she is
repeat
now
what's actually
drastically
happening?
running up behind you.
Fair.
Yes, what I made you guys roll perception for was Spark used an illusion, similar to the box illusion,
Oh, my
of-
breathing. Sorry. It's okay.
similar to the box illusion to make it look like she was walking close behind you guys, when in reality she was far back.
It's Oswin!
Oh.
What's happening?
Anyways,
Spark doesn't
so
run away, though. She's running towards you guys now.
Okay.
So you hear a shriek from the sky, followed by the thwack 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 of helicopter blades.
Oh shit.
Oh, Christ.
Looking
Wait,
upward?
what?
You see Ho-Oh
Oh shit!
What?
flying
What?
across the sky, fleeing from two vertibirds that are chasing after it.
Oh, shit.
Iolana
Hello?
sees this. Leilani is face down on the ground with his hands over his head, saying, "I'm not going back."
Oh, baby.
What do we do? They're gonna hurt it.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Hold on. What's a Ho-Ho?
I'll handle this. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I have a question though. Would Quinn know about the legend that if you see one, you get a wish?
I'm gonna say yes because legendary Pokemon are pretty famous across
Can we
the entire
call...
world.
I wish to call the Ho-Oh Steve.
Oh my god.
Oh, Christ.
But yes.
Okay, I made my wish.
Ho-Oh is a one of the mythical legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, Ho-Oh is a legendary Pokemon. For Hannah's sake, I'm going to really quick read a couple of,
It's based on a phoenix.
Yeah, it's based on a phoenix.
All right.
Cough, cough.
And I linked to the Bulbapedia.
Yeah, I found it. Thank you.
A phoenix, kind of like what looked like was in the tattoo on the guy. Funny that. Very funny.
And now there are two vertibirds chasing after it. Funny that.
Yes, funny that.
Spark is now crouched down low to the ground, probably hiding behind Quinn.
Leilani's on the ground too, but not very well hidden. Iolana's just staring up at the sky, and you're pretty sure if you could see her mouth, her jaw would be slack.
I
So-
load my shotgun.
Good.
Quinn will
Looks
run
like we're
off.
having turkey tonight.
No!
Ooh, the vertibirds.
Why would you hurt Ho-Oh?
I wouldn't. I was just.
Quinn will run off.
Spark is following Quinn.
Where is Quinn running off to?
Somewhere away from the rest of the group so that they don't possibly scare off the thing that he's gonna try and get to come to his aid.
The thing, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So, can I roll survival with like a bait or something to try and coerce a flying type towards me?
Yes.
Okay,
You may
hold up.
use one of your berries as bait.
Well, I also have random foodstuffs
Oh, that's fine.
that
that's
I
fine.
use
Go
as
ahead,
bait.
use that.
But I do gain. What is it? No. Not snare. Ah, that is. I get a +4 to all D. Wait, what? Okay, here's an issue. Because apparently, to see if a Pokemon is attracted by bait, I have to roll a D20.
Okay.
But do I get a bonus for survival or anything?
Can you link me the ability real quick, or copy paste it rather?
Well, all it says is when I try when a Pokemon there.
Add +2 to all accuracy rolls, and that's glucose. Add +2 to athletic checks, +4 to 1d20 rolls. Okay, so yeah, roll 1d20 +4.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm scared because I don't get any bonuses.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make it pretty easy.
10. Damn it. I'm in a desert. I should have bonuses.
I'm gonna really quick see what flying Pokemon there are in the desert because
You get a Pidgey.
I don't think Pidgey are in the desert. Let's see. That doesn't.
Can I roll
fly.
search to attempt to find a Fat Man launcher for AA?
Launch
Why?
AA.
Why would you? Okay.
Leilani is
will
busy
learn to
being-
fly.
Leilani's busy being curled up on the ground.
I get a mutant Sandshrew that's part flying type.
Ooh,
Oh,
let's
no.
see. Let's see. Hold on. I've got a few. Let's see.
Flying
Gligar comes to
Sandshrew.
mind, but I admit I do just love Gligar. There's
I think-
also Vullaby.
Yeah, Vullaby, or its evolution. I might go with its evolution.
What's the evolution?
I don't remember its name, but let me double check. Its
I always have trouble remembering this one's name too, but I'm almost there. There's also possible Skarmory.
I don't know this Pokemon actually.
Oh, Mandibuzz, that's what she's called.
Mandibuzz. Okay. Yeah, a Mandibuzz happens to be flying by at the time and notices the bait you set out and flies down.
Okay. Now he's-
Leilani, sorry, I just want to pause for a moment. Leilani notices this and says, "Oh God, I knew I was dead."
Oh, baby.
Aw. Yeah, no, he's gonna have bait, and he's gonna, like... So, to everyone else, the vertibirds have just flown over, and then there's... How big is a Mandibuzz?
Hang on, I'm about to be on the
3
page.
311, so it's about 4 feet high. So this 4-foot tall bird just swoops down, and I'm just trying to feed it food out of my hand. I have a thing for this.
Hang on, I'm going to be incredibly immature here for a minute, because, Mandibuzz's name in Japanese is Vulgina.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Volgina.
It's pronounced Volgina now.
Damn it, Eli.
You can't expect me to just let that go.
Eli,
God
go
damn
fuck
it,
yourself.
Eli.
Okay,
I'm
so
not mad,
yes.
Eli. I'm just disappointed.
It's a pretty large Mandibuzz too. Like it's larger than normal.
Ooh, she's a pretty bird.
Who's a pretty bird?
Wait, what?
All
she's-
Mandibuzzes are female.
No. I'm reading this thing. That makes no sense.
What the?
Okay, it says roll under or equal to the Pokemon's capture rate if then the Pokemon is captured. But if you roll a natural 100, it always captures the target without fail. Wouldn't it be a natural 1?
Yeah, let's go with Nat 1.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense to me if you're rolling under the rate. So do you know how to do the...
I've got
The
the
capture
catch rate
rate?
here.
Okay.
Thank you, Eli.
No. It also includes the Pokemon's level and my level, and a few other things.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
I'm gonna warn you, it's a pretty high level because you have to. Vullaby has to be high level to evolve into Mandibuzz.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
so
looks like a vulture. I love
what level is it?
54.
I can't catch it. I straight up can't catch it.
Okay. Well,
I straight up can't because it's subtract the Pokemon's level times 2 from 100, then subtract 30 if it's above 75 hit points, and that's the capture rate.
oh god.
And I get
Well-
a -10 from my captureless ability, so I literally cannot catch it.
Well, here I can easily retcon it to be something that's not quite such a high level.
Because I just need something that flies so I can go up there and try and save this ho-ho.
Speaking of, I have a thing for Layla to do, but I'll let Hatter do his thing first.
I'm so serious. What do I roll for search to try to find a Fat Man launcher?
Are you shitting me?
No!
Perception and get boxcars.
Okay,
That would be the dream.
roll. Give me a sec. I did not anticipate having to determine if you can launch your Aaron from a catapult meant for nukes.
I
Aaron
have
will
been suggesting
learn
this
fly.
for a long time, Bucky.
Whoa.
You knew it was coming.
I should have, but I didn't anticipate it being this session.
What, the Fat Man?
Hey, I've got to get the good out of it before she evolves and I can't load her into the launcher anymore.
Then you just
Okay.
need to get a bigger fat man.
Okay,
Everybody else goes first, but Leilani's not going to do anything. Iolana is.
Good.
Ooh.
okay, well, the mandibuzz is eating your bait, but then a skarmory flies down and starts fighting with it to, like, try to, scare it off so it can eat instead.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just...
The mandibuzz, not feeling like fighting, takes a big chunk of your bait and leaves, but the skarmory, while visibly angry, continues eating what's left.
Okay. Now, I'm going to try to gently calm it.
Its level is 10, by the way.
So... 50...
Oh,
I have to get...
Pibby Starmori.
I have to get under 60 to make it my friend.
Okay.
Cross your fingers, guys.
Cross.
Yes!
Yes!
Nice.
So this Skarmory just is like, food. And I just from out of the folds, it thinks I'm getting more food, and then I pull out an empty ketchup bottle, and it just lights up, takes it, and is super happy.
Yep, your fucking ketchup bottle. Okay.
And, being a Skarmory, it would probably be down to eat that.
The skarmory eats your ketchup bottle.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna, pet it, and then see if it's okay with me trying to save this legendary
Son of a
bird.
bitch.
Alright, you can mount the skarmory.
Okay, can I see that, Granny is trying to
Andrea,
find
go fuck yourself.
something? What did Andrea do?
She commented on my phrasing. About mounting the skarmory.
Andrea.
Hannah, roll... I don't fucking know. There's no luck. There's no luck stat in this game. Oh, God. What do I even make her?
I don't know.
Can I intimidate it out of the bushes?
What?
I would like to intimidate a Fat Man launcher out of the bushes.
I quit. I quit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Honestly,
Okay.
Bucky, I would think, roll some skill that could be related to finding something, and if she crits, she
I
gets
mean,
it.
okay, so, oh shit, I should have mentioned at the beginning of the session, I've been thinking about how to handle, Nat 6s and stuff like that, and it seemed unfair to me that someone with a pathetic, skill level would get the same bonus as someone with a master skill level, especially considering it's much easier to roll a single Nat 6 than it is to roll multiple Nat 6s.
Yep.
So I adjusted it so that instead you get a bonus for each Nat 6 you roll.
Cool.
Ooh, what's the bonus?
For right now I'm going to say +1. I might adjust it later.
Cool. That
Okay.
sounds good, Bucky.
How do we tell if we've rolled a nat 6?
It's alright, so I'm gonna just do a quick random roll. Roll 2d6. When you hold your mouse over the little green eye icon,
Oh, I see it.
yeah, it says like 4 plus 1, or like whatever.
And you roll.
So that's how you can tell if you rolled a nat 6. So yeah, for right now, I'm going to make your bonus a +1 for every nat 6 you roll, but I may increase that as time goes on.
If I see that she's like looking for something, is it even possible with her roll to find this fat man?
You know what? If you get all nat 6s on this roll, I will let you. Roll intuition.
What if
Intuition?
what if I gave her bonuses, because I can give her a +2 bonus.
Fine. If she rolls all nat 6s, she can get a Fat Man launcher to launch Aaron.
Okay, mine then.
Aww.
So close.
I got one.
Yet so far.
Nice try.
I could have made it that at 16, but
It doesn't matter if she doesn't roll on that 6.
I know. Okay, I'm just trying to think who would be decent at like distance.
Well,
Anyway.
I was gonna say. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Dally.
But for the rest of us, I mean, Spark has Eggsy, who has ranged attacks. Layla has Sprig, who has string shot. And I don't know what Iolana is capable of, but I don't think anyone can stop her.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I just figured out what I'm doing, and I'm going to get a massive roll for this.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
What have I done?
Oh. I'm going to disguise myself using my guile as a member of this organization.
But we don't know who they are.
I don't know, but I know what the uniform looks like.
You do? Did you see them?
In his backstory.
Oh, so wait, we know that these are the same guys that we saw.
I don't.
Well, if you-
Personally, and out of character, I don't. The issue is, maybe?
He's
No.
taking a guess.
Yeah, I'm
What I-
taking a guess.
Okay, so you don't know what the people in the helicopter look like, but you're taking a guess that they look like the guy you were tailing in town.
Yes.
Or their
So-
organization.
Yeah, their organization. So I'm going to, make it... I'm going to disguise
Andrea
myself.
seems to think this is a bad idea.
Who does?
Andrea.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to say something, Spork might want to say something now.
Quinn, what are you doing?
I'm about to save a legendary bird. I didn't think I'd ever do this.
What is your plan?
Wing it, and then this comedy takes off.
At this point,
God damn it.
Layla comes running over, dragging Leilani by the hand and going, "What's he doing?"
Leilani is being dragged, but is still just crying with fear.
We need to figure out how to
Iolana.
save the hoe. Where's he going?
After the...
Is he going after the vertibirds?
Oh yeah, he's going after the vertibirds.
If you could get me in range to see the pilot, I could have disabled the pilot.
Oh, I really
Also,
wish he'd talk to us before going off on his
You
own.
guys can see a tiny little white cloud following the Skarmory.
Oh my
no.
god!
Can,
Oh,
can,
no.
can I say...
Leilani!
can
Leilani,
I-
your Pokemon!
I mean, the Skarmory took off, but if she yells that, can I swoop back around and pick her up?
Do you yell that?
Yes.
I'll
Okay,
I'll
she
swoop
yells.
back around and pick her up. And I am now 25! I beat the highest possible difficulty in the entire game.
Sweet. I'm proud of you.
And I got 2 6s, so I actually have a 27.
Okay.
Basically, I'm disguising myself as one of them, but like underneath the rags is the uniform, and then on top, and then the rags. So it looks like I'm kind of hidden. Like I'm trying to blend in with the Wastelanders.
So, like, how exactly did you replicate their uniform?
Well, see, I don't I don't think we ever specified what the uniform looks like.
It's, I'm gonna say all white. It's, this is gonna be a spoiler, but
No, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to
You can
tell
just
me.
DM it to Hatter.
Yeah, if it's all white, I could say like he probably has like some layer that's mostly gray, and that could get away with being like old of it, and then like draw in the symbol some way, or have like, oh, take the piece of paper that has the symbol on it, and like tape it to wherever the symbol would be on the uniform.
okay.
But like it's like taped and it's like really shabby, but like to anyone that looks at him, it's so good. Until the moment you realize it's fake, and then it's so bad.
Eli?
Sorry, what does Layla point out that Iolana's flying away?
Yes, she is pointing and frantically tugging at his sleeve and going, "Leilani, your Pokemon!"
Leilani looks up, wipes his eyes go wide, and then he starts running much faster than you'd think he could move after her.
Okay, fine. And she runs after both of them.
Oh God,
Jolene
this is a disaster.
sighs heavily and just sort of ambles in the general direction.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
She is at the moment.
Speed is not Jolene's strong suit.
She is at the moment holding Sprig in her arms because Sprig anywhere else will just bounce off.
Oh. But, alright, so let's see. Hunter, Q and Spark are flying up to the vertibirds. Leilani is running after them. Running
Iolana
after
is
Iolana.
flying after them.
Let's see. Layla is running after Leilani, and Jolene is knitting. So,
Following them at a leisurely pace.
Hey, I have my shotgun out.
she is
Her
using her shotgun to knit.
That's fair.
Okay. So let's see. Let's see what would be fair. What's Iolana doing?
Iolana is how can I put this?
Also, random, sorry, but Eli, I'm gonna say Leilani is the only one who doesn't know what a ho-oh is
That's entirely fair.
because of his upbringing.
Mhm.
But the rest of you are at least educated enough to know about legendary Pokemon.
Could like a very quick like summary of the legendaries be in the survival guide?
That's true.
These are the legendaries' general appearance. Also, big
Whenever
warnings:
I
do
roll
not fuck
general
with.
knowledge,
yeah, do not engage.
whenever I roll general knowledge, it'll just be to see if Leilani's read that far yet.
Sure, go ahead. It's fair.
Well, no, I'm not rolling it right now. Right now I'm focusing on what Iolana's doing.
Yeah. But like when
Once I roll down this stupid thing, my Google Docs is really stupid. Point being, do you remember how ranges work, or should we just not worry about that right now?
don't worry about it too much right now. I mean, within reason, I'll allow it.
Alright, then Iolana's going to get fairly close, and then use Fairy Wind on the vertibirds to throw them off course.
Interesting. Chaos Ferret?
I am
Oh my God.
I am copy pasting something that Chaos Ferret said in the chat so that you may read it and be amazed.
Oh my god, yes.
For posterity, Chaos Ferret says, I'm hoping at some point they come across a brain tank, like from the Big Empty, but it just has nothing but a Magikarp in it.
I think I just died a little bit of happiness.
Good.
Okay.
I just realized I don't have my pad with the tallies on it of Pokemon we've run into. So
Oh
that's
no! You'll have
3.
to start counting from 0 all over again.
Oh no, the tragedy.
I want a rock Magikarp and a Fat Man launcher.
No,
Eli, you don't get to say no. Bucky gets to say no.
You may have a rock Magikarp if you find one.
No!
Yes!
Eli!
I am
And
the
a Fat
DM.
Man launcher.
Eli-
Not your game,
Eli.
Eli. You don't get to veto Magikarps in this game.
Damn it.
Eli!
Gotcha there.
Okay, so she uses Fairy Wind.
The range is 6, it hits one target, so I guess it's only hitting one of the vertibirds.
Okay,
And it does 1d8 plus 6 damage. The basic idea is that she's using it to just sort of knock them off course somehow, since it is a wind.
need to figure out how to calculate set damage from that, but for right now, go ahead and roll.
I think it
Okay.
says.
Oh, does it say?
Yeah, I think it has a roll / then a number,
Oh, okay.
and I think that
yeah.
number is the average of that
Oh
roll.
shit.
Oh, well, in any case, Eli got the highest possible roll, so that's a success.
Damn, son.
Okay, so obviously it's not powerful enough to knock this thing out of the sky.
Well,
But-
I never expected it to be.
Right, but
Alana might have, but I did not.
But it is thrown a bit, like, the machine is noticeably straining, as are
Sort
the...
of fishtails a little.
Yeah, and Iolana can see the guys inside, like, what the hell? And, like, trying desperately to stay on course. Andrea, what the fuck? Just went red all of a sudden. There we go. Okay.
She's looking at things on the screen.
Okay. I was just kind of like... That was
Oh,
creepy.
she's using her psychic abilities.
Ooh, yes.
What?
What was that?
I'm not sure. Something horrible happened to my phone and it started being America.
It's President Eden. He's coming to get us all.
President Eden.
No! What are they called? The Ascendants? The Ascendants are here!
That was my first thought, because they're invertibirds.
Yeah. That's what you would think, isn't it? Hi, Andrea. Doing okay? Okay. Okay, so does Iolana do anything else?
That depends on how much else she can do.
I'll let check that out then.
But, if she can do something else, then, the fishtailing one... Bucky?
Yeah?
Sorry, I just thought you were breathing in like, ooh, I found a thing. But, does the fishtailing one slow down enough for her to kind of catch up with it?
Yes.
Then she is going to smack in front on its windshield and use growth.
Oh no!
So, we hit a cloud!
Iolana is a one-mon wrecking crew. I don't think the rest of us might even need to do anything.
Oh no! Okay.
What?
It's just amazing.
All of
Not
AA
anticipate-
Ron's attacks are melee.
Okay,
At
so
some point, Sprig is going to come in with a totally ineffectual string shot, and Layla's just going to be like, "It's okay.
you tried.
You tried."
Okay, so it's like that scene in Up where Russell is plastered against the window.
Yes!
Wait, hold on. I think I have a thing for this.
Some kind of cloud.
Like Iolana's face
It's
is
a
just
very pissed cloud.
So, we've hit a cloud. You what now?
Why does that cloud have angry eyes?
It must have
Cloud is
evolved.
personally offended.
Yes, Iolana is staring angrily through the window with her face smashed against it.
And like I said, she's using growth to make sure that plus inflatable means she covers at least most of it, I hope.
Yeah, she does. They're small enough that with her puffed up that big, she's at least a massive visual obstruction.
Good.
I
Is
don't.
everyone okay?
No.
Really depends on so many factors.
I love this, but I can't find the image I was looking for. Dang it!
Oh.
I know I have the book where it is, but I don't want to go get it.
Okay, so this vertibird is being forced to stop and land.
Good. Possibly not good. Possibly good. I just hope the
So-
Ho-Oh gets away after all this.
Well, there's a second one.
Yeah,
I
there is
still
a
hope the Ho-Oh gets away.
That's what really matters, isn't it?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
want to die.
Okay, so while Iolana is flattened angrily against the window and the vertibird is landing, Iolana can see the guys inside in the uniforms I just described to Hunter, the white with the buttons on the side, like kind of closing it, and the white pants, black boots, etc., like very military sort of looking
Alright.
uniforms. She can see those guys and they're just like, what the fuck? And like they're pointing their guns at the window, but there's one guy and they're like, Jesus, don't shoot in the machine!
That's bulletproof glass. They'll bounce everywhere.
Also, I hope they don't shoot, because Iolana's a fairy type. Those bullets could actually hurt her.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So yes, they are forced to land the vertibird. Meanwhile, Quinn, what are you doing?
Well, if I
Dare I
see,
ask?
if I see that this vertibird is like landing, I'm gonna like look over
There's a
at
second.
yeah, no. There's the one that's landing, because my idea is, oh, good, we have people to interrogate, so we don't need the second one. And he will look over at Spark and go, so, any love lost?
Never.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Just she understands it. That's all that needs to happen. In fact, I was gonna PM it, but it would take too long. So
Okay.
the Skarmory flies up, and Quinn kind of guides it to be above and slightly to the right of the vertibird. And vertibirds are very delicate machines. They're like helicopters. Have you ever tried flying one?
No, but
Uh,
I believe you.
it's
I thought
super,
you meant in
super
real
delicate.
life for a second. God.
I've had like simulations that are like super realistic. They use them for training purposes. I could never get the dang thing off the ground.
I've tried to, because the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum at one point, I know, had jet simulators. I was in charge of flying.
Oh.
We were constantly doing barrel rolls.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, it is
My sister
incredibly
was not
hard.
happy with me.
It is incredibly hard. So that being said, the Skarmory will get above and slightly to the right of the vertibird. Now, is it open? Are the side doors open or no?
Yes. Like they're like the vertibirds you see in Fallout 4.
Okay. Is there a minigun?
Yes.
Is there someone manning the minigun?
Not right now because they're too distracted by looking behind them. Like, why the fuck are they landing?
Can Spark see the pilot?
Yes.
Okay, Spark is going to tell Exy to use extrasensory on the pilot.
Oh, never mind then. Because that's not what I was gonna do.
Okay.
She's crashing. She's making sure this plane crashes.
Oh,
I'm-
well, that case, because at the same, like, he was like making sure, okay, they're not gonna shoot at us, and then he was gonna tell the Skarmory to do a thing.
Just
Well,
get the pilot extrasensory, disable the pilot.
Well,
Alright.
this will doubly make sure that it crashes. Like, no one can go and grab the controls from him.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Skarmory's like gliding next to it. I'm gonna have it like slam down its wing on the propeller, and make it like turn 90 degrees. Like, have him hit it as hard as he can, so it just starts flipping in the air.
Okay, I'm gonna have you.
Like, so that he'll do what I ask.
No, not. I'm gonna have the Skarmory roll.
Okay.
Give me a
Do you
sec.
want me to roll Fragsy on extrasensory?
No, because we're doing set damage, so just check what the set damage for Why won't you open extrasensory is? And in fact, I might not even make you roll at all because it's catching him so completely by surprise that he might not even be able to.
Well, I would if my computer's being slow. Hold on a minute. I'm switching it to my lap because my laptop is starting to overheat. I can feel it.
I just thought of something really, really bad I could do.
Oh, Hunter.
I could have Sarah cast Astonish.
Oh God.
Because he doesn't know that we're there, it instantly flinches him. So even if like somehow he, oh, is there a co-pilot?
It's 19 damage.
I'm gonna say yes. There's a co-pilot.
Okay, I'll astonish the other co-pilot. So he can't. So he's flinched and can't act for a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the Skarmory. 1 moment. 3d6 plus 2.
Aaron is charging the downed vertibird. So, she's like walking basically because
she has 1 speed.
yeah.
You somehow got lower than the minimum.
You know how that running thing they do when they have stubs for legs is just like push forward and the legs are out and then just go back down and the arms are out, back down and the legs are out. I'm just imagining that's what AA wants to do.
Nubble.
Yeah, very much so.
Oh, we lost Eli.
She is charging.
Well, that's a 14, but can I give him a +2 by focus?
Sure.
Cool. So grand total of 16.
Okay. So yeah, you successfully you don't actually bend a propeller in, but you do throw it off immensely. And with that combined with the extrasensory and all the other shit that you're doing to this vertibird, it starts spiraling down.
Yes.
Everyone good?
Let me know in a half hour or so when I get to the vertibird.
I'm actually going to send you a PM about what Iolana does once the vertibird lands.
I know that Layla, still carrying Sprig, is running towards the vertibird that's landing, that isn't crashing. But she's also she's running towards the vertibird that's going down, but also glancing around to see where the Ho-Oh is at.
The Ho-Oh, kind of cranes its neck to look back at you guys, shrieks gratefully, I guess.
Quinn will wave.
Can I roll intuition to find out the Ho-Oh's emotions?
It's Ho-motions.
Oh my god. Alright, who here has played Wind Waker? Legend of Zelda.
Meh.
Damn. Because, there's this moment where, this dragon realizes it's no longer being tormented, and it just kind of throws its head back and goes, "Arrgh!" and, just this long noise that, indicates how grateful it is. Now it's just going to be, it's like that. But, anyways.
I rolled 10. Tell me how the Ho-Oh feels.
The Ho-Oh is very grateful that you saved it. And it just keeps flying away.
Good. Ascertaining that the Ho-Oh is going to make it to safety.
Eli!
What?
Sorry, Ellie.
Right. Has the first vertibird touched down?
Yes, it has touched down, and now all of the people, which is 4 people on the vertibird, scramble out to try to scrape Iolana off the window.
String shot is happening.
She actually, Iolana actually ducks underneath the tail of the vertibird and flies over to Leilani, who just grabs her and stuffs her down his shirt.
String shot.
Oh, okay.
Have we landed
Uh,
yet?
I'm
Oh, I'm not landing.
String shot first.
Yeah, string
I'm
shot
going
first.
to body slam one of the people coming out of the vertibird.
Amazing. Okay. Okay, string shot first, then body slam. Okay, is there a 2-hit roll for string shot?
I don't know. I haven't got it on my sheet yet.
Oh, it's
I'll
okay.
look it
It's
up.
okay. Don't worry about that. Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you.
Okay, Hannah, what is the set damage for body slam?
I don't have set damage on here. I have rolled damage. Hang on. I need to find it
biggie.
in the thingy.
No biggie.
Is it just the average?
Yeah, it's just the average.
It says the AC is 3.
Okay. My average is going to be 20. And if I roll higher than a 15, I paralyze them.
Actually, it says base damage is 21.
Ooh. I'll take it.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 10. Jeez, that's a lot.
Okay, yeah, Dally, go ahead and roll to hit for string shot. I'm not gonna fail you, though, unless you roll really badly. So 1d20.
Oh dear.
That's just good enough. Like, I was gonna have the cutoff point be 2, and
Okay.
you rolled a 3, so
Okay.
that's just...
I do not paralyze.
Alright, you do not paralyze, but he suddenly... One of the guys turns around, and suddenly there is an Aeron smashing into his leg. So he shouts, "Gah, what the fuck?" And, meanwhile, another dude... I'm gonna guess you can only target one at a time, Dally.
Yes.
Another dude is suddenly covered in string, and he's just like, "Ah!"
He's basically trying to. They're basically trying to bind him, so that he's like his arms are to his side.
Who's seen James and the Giant Peach?
I have, but I'm not sure what you're going to reference.
Ending scene where the evil ants are tied up.
So, oh no, Andrea's thinking.
Well, because we haven't landed, and I have a very specific reason why.
Oh god. Anyways, so the other vertibird is spiraling down, and it crashes in a heap of, shrapnel and an explosion.
Are we within the area of effect for that, or?
No, like you're far enough away that it doesn't hurt you, and it's far enough away from the vertibird that landed normally that that vertibird is not harmed.
We can probably feel the shockwave a bit, though.
Yeah, you can feel the shockwave, but you are not harmed.
Leilani covers his ears, but Ilan is already hiding in his shirt.
Can I say that we're really close now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is there any particular member of this group that looks like they're about to attack?
Well, the two guys. All right, since one was string shotted and another was body slammed, that leaves two who pull their guns out and they are pointed at you all.
Well, we're flying by, and we come in for a dive, and we pick one of them up with the claws of the Stormmarine.
Holy shit! What?
We just kind of fly away as we swoop back.
Okay.
Andrea wants to have Spark use extrasensory while that's happening.
Okay, so I'm guessing she'll do that on the one that is not being picked up. Andrea?
Yes.
Okay.
She's typing in the chat.
So one drops his gun and puts his hands on his head like, ah! While the Skarmory flies by, grabs the other by his arms, and takes off.
Can Layla rush forward and grab the gun he dropped?
Yes.
She does so. She's holding it very gingerly, though, like it might explode.
Oh, baby.
Tiny child with a gun.
Not that tiny. Do have a gun, though. I would
So-
also like to say that Sprig is menacing the guy that she tied up.
Such menace, wow.
You know, it's gonna be the very last session. We're gonna need like some Deus Ex Machina, and then out of nowhere, hoo-hoo!
It took 4 sessions, which is the impressive part.
Hello, Legendary! Hey, Ash
Oh.
saw Legendary in the first episode of Pokemon.
Yeah,
True.
I think it was Ho-Oh.
It was Ho.
It
Yeah,
was
it was.
That
Which
was
is why
before
the fan-
Ho-Ho had even been introduced in the canon.
Yeah.
Call back. Okay.
Which is oh god, brother!
Eli, fuck you.
Except it's both claws and it's like on his shoulders.
Yeah, it's like on his arms, like these parts of
Yeah.
him.
So
Anyway.
he's not gonna be shooting anyone.
Bless you. Bless you.
That's true. You're adorable. You're super adorable.
Took 4 sessions for y'all to murder someone.
What?
You
I didn't
These
murder
people-
anyone! It was them!
That's what jury said.
It took 2 sessions for 2 of us to murder someone.
I don't believe I've murdered yet.
Who murdered someone in session 2?
Oh, sorry, I meant it took 4 sessions for 2 of us to murder someone.
Right.
Right, yeah. Okay. So the string-shotted guy is less being menaced by Sprig and more like, what the fuck?
Sprig believes she is very menacing.
She is very tall, yes. The guy who was body slammed is hopping up and down, clinging to his leg like, ah!
Wait, does the Sprig have leaves?
Yes.
Yes.
I just have this mental image like Sprig jumps up to height level, slaps him with the leaf, and then falls back down. Jumps back up, slap, falls. Jump, slap, falls.
Good.
Just over and over again. He's not really being hurt. He's just like so confused on what the hell's going on.
Like 1/10 of a point of damage every time for hours.
So, Sprig looks like the sprite I made, yeah? Is that a decent sprite for her?
Yeah, that's pretty much accurate.
Okay, cool. Because I worked hard to make her look like the picture.
Thank you.
You did very good on pictures.
So, okay, so you've got one guy wrapped up in string, in silly string, yes, Dally.
That was Blazer.
Blazer's on point lately. Ugh, I love
Blazer.
it.
Excuse me, Blazer. And one guy who is leaning against the vertibird going, ah! And one guy crouched on the ground with holding his head in his hands. And the 4th guy being carried around by a Skarmory screaming.
Can the
Can
Scummy like come? Sorry, go ahead.
Can Jolene walk up to the guy who got X'd and just knock him out cold with her shotgun?
Oh,
Yes,
please.
you may.
God.
Just pistol whip him.
Yeah, what do I
Take
roll
the
for
butt off her
that?
shotgun and no, you don't even have to roll. Like
Just knock him unconscious.
I just feel like he's like holding his shin while standing, hopping on one foot.
No,
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 this
the
guy-
Exit guy, not the AA Rond guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one.
Jolene
Okay.
doesn't hold with psychic powers, and she understands that they sometimes incapacitate people, but she prefers something more
physical.
physical,
Reliable. Well,
Yeah.
something more concrete, preferably.
something long term.
Something concrete, like a brick.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Leilani's just being a total coward and just holding his chest, where Iolana is puffed up to try and make him look buffer than he is.
Is it Aaron's turn with the other guy, or did the other guy use his turn to jump up and down holding his chin, or
Yes.
does he have an actual turn?
No, he's just because he just got smashed in the leg by an Aaron unexpectedly, so he's just going ow.
Okay. I'm gonna use Stomp on his other foot.
Oh my god! Okay, how much damage does Stomp do?
It does 17 and hang on.
Oh no.
Aww. Yeah, just 17 damage.
Okay, he is on the ground in pain, holding both of his legs. He
Also, how much does
notice-
he weigh?
More.
More or less than 130 pounds?
More.
Aw, okay. Yeah, it's just 17 damage.
But in any case, he is on the ground in pain, clearly incapacitated.
Aaron sits on his chest.
Oh.
Okay. He is now very, very clearly incapacitated. Hold on, I'm being messaged. Okay, so, string shotted, Aaron, knocked out in the air.
By which point can we say that we're like swinging back and the Skarmory is landing, but like he's still like he basically like sets the dude on the ground and just puts a claw on top of his back to keep him on the ground, and he's
No, the
staring.
Skarmory just lands on top of him.
he just sits down on top of him and just staring at the other ones like I
Sits on him like an egg.
Yes.
You're my nest now. I will
My
hatch
nest.
your head.
The moment they land, Spark is going to grab the string-shotted one and just put his face like right next to his put his face right in front of her face. It's like, you're going to tell us everything.
I hate to kind of undermine the situation, but Sprig is getting up on Spark's head and trying to look intimidating.
Do it. Do it.
Sprig's
And-
face,
and-
is,
and
Sprig's
then
face is
behind
basically
Sprig-
like this. Hang on.
Sprig is so tall.
And
No,
then- and then-
that's not the Sprig face. It's
hold on, wait. I want to see
Like
the Sprig
that.
face first.
it's
hold on, and
colon, the little arrow thing.
And
Yes.
then behind Sprig is the Skarmory just glaring down at him. So it looks like from Sprig's perspective, the dude is terrified of Sprig.
Yes. Sorry.
Jolene goes from asshole to asshole, tying everyone up. And for the record, when Sprig is glaring at the guy from inside of Leilani's slowpoke sweater, you can hear something that sounds like a leaf smacking into a ball of cotton.
Oh! Baby!
I would also like to have Layla sort of following after Jolene and disarming anyone who has weapons, and then giving the weapons to Jolene. It's basically going, shotgun lady, these seem like, you might know what to do with these.
Thank you, dear. I put them all in my knitting basket.
Good.
Amazing.
Is there a
Leilani-
pistol?
How many
Sorry.
weapons do I now have?
You have 4 10mm pistols.
Awesome.
Good.
Quinn might take one.
She's not giving one
Okay.
to Quinn, she's giving them all to Jolene.
Well, no, Quinn might ask Jolene for one later. Like, hey, I need a ranged weapon here.
Indeed.
Alright, just checking because I'm insecure and first time DM. You all are having fun?
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Very much.
Good story so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Leilani goes over, but keeps this. Diana, upon seeing that they're all incapacitated, out of Leilani's shirt and just trill victoriously.
Okay, so
Without walking,
so I'm guessing all 4 guys are now tied up in yarn and bug string, like string
Steel
shot.
reinforced yarn. Thank you.
Okay, fine. And just up against the vertibird sitting.
Mhm.
Spark still has the string shotted one up, like, shirt is being grabbed by the fist and just like face to face.
Okay, everybody
Does
doing.
anyone know how much a perfectly good vertibird sells for?
Okay,
I'm thinking about keeping it. We can fly directly where we're going.
Can we have the
Uh,
vertibird?
Do you know how to
have I
fly a
done?
vertibird?
Bucky, you shouldn't worry too much.
what have I done?
Remember,
I know.
Do
but-
any of us know how to fly a vertibird?
I do.
I'm not suggesting this
Bullshit.
in character.
No, I'm just waiting for the joke.
Anyways.
I just want to sell it.
And sell it when we land it.
Anyways. Okay, so everybody, so
We'll
Sprig,
sell what's left.
and Spark roll Intimidate, and I will roll Intimidate for the Skarmory.
Do you say Sprig gets to roll Intimidate?
Yes.
I will
Why is this happening right now?
Four.
I will
Because I
give
have a
my
pathetic rank.
I will give a focus to the Skarmory so he has a +2.
Why are
Okay.
these people intimidating one another? I don't understand.
No, Spark is rolling Intimidate, along with Sprig and the Skarmory to try to intimidate this guy into talking.
I haven't.
Oh, can I
started.
help?
I have a thing I can
Oh
do.
my god! Yeah, let Jolene be intimidating. She has
Okay.
all,
Oh
she
my
has
God.
all the
Oh-
gun.
Well, hold
Whoever
on.
wants to roll Intimidate.
Wait. Here's the thing, because Sarah has a 3d6 intimidate, and I can give her focus. What did the Skarmory roll?
I'm checking right now. Sorry. I know I take forever.
That's
That's fine.
Incidentally, I still
It's
haven't.
okay, Bucky. Don't worry.
I still haven't started out Sprig, so I'm just assuming that she is pathetic in intimidation because she is adorable.
Either
like,
pathetic or untrained.
Yeah, I just decided to go with the lower one just so I'm not getting more than I. She got a 4.
I had this mental image of Sarah and Jolene teaming up to be the really scary pair.
Oh God.
Sarah lights a purple fire behind Jolene.
Ooh, yes.
Does what I give you
Jolene.
give any bonus?
Jolene wears a black cloak. Looks like death.
Okay.
Jolene
does-
always looks like death.
Bucky, does what I sent you give me any bonuses?
One moment.
Yeah, Sarah rolls an 11. Wow, we just cannot intimidate, can we?
Well, see, I'm combining all of your,
Oh, okay.
like, not totally combining. Like, I'm gonna deduct a little bit, but like, all of your efforts will,
I
Together.
have let me help you with that. You have to take my full score.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the guy is visibly ready to wet himself.
Oh, I have let me help you with that as well. So you have
He is visibly ready to wet himself. Especially when his eyes go wide, like, while he's looking at Spark in particular. And he goes, "Oh, okay, you win.
We do? Great. What do we win?
Spark
Uh-oh.
lowers, makes sure the hood's back down, and backs up and just tosses it to Quinn.
He got to see what was under her hood.
Leilani looks about ready to pee himself, too.
Layla leans into Leilani and says,
Definitely an anti-hero.
Leilani nods, but you think that he'd nod to anything right now. He's grabbed Iolana back and is holding her in a hug tight enough that she just...
Yeah, she tosses the guy to Quinn. All yours.
Okay.
Sprig hops onto Quinn's head and still attempts to look
and continues
intimidating.
glaring.
Sprig is tall.
I have tempted to make Quinn squat, but I'm not going to. When he catches the dude that's tossing him, he goes, "Thanks, princess."
Just the. Oh. Never mind.
Why?
Never mind.
The
Andrea,
sheer
do it.
hatred. The sheer hatred.
Just
I know why Spark's mad, but
Well, here's the thing.
tenses up for a moment, and then she continues to walk off.
Can I see this?
She's not hiding it.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see it.
Quinn is quite clearly wanting to apologize, but is
What did
unsure of how to verbalize that.
What
She's
did I
not a
win?
princess, she's an anti-hero.
Baseball.
Can I roll intuition to help them work through their feelings?
Not right now. We're busy trying to intimidate a dude.
Yeah, now's not a good time.
You tell
What's
us
more
everything, or you're
intimidating
going to
than
sit in on
effective
our group
emotional
therapy.
communication?
You tell us everything and you stop. We need to do that in Broken Souls. Tell us everything or you'll sit in on our therapy.
Oh God, no! I'll tell you everything.
That would so work in Broken Souls, though, with all of our
Works.
fucked up characters.
It would.
Especially with the new developments.
Shut up.
Oh, God. Anyways. So, the guy's like, okay, what do you guys want to know?
Oh, why were you chasing the ho-oh?
Quinn was whispering a thing to him.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have him answer Layla while you type that to me. He's gonna be like, we were ordered to capture it.
By
Who's
who?
we?
Director Halfin.
Oh,
Director of what?
The science branch of the Ascendants.
They
She
are
looks at Spark.
Spark is not facing anyone, is just making sure Eggsy is okay.
the Ascendants are real.
Okay, so may Leilani roll general knowledge to look up the Ascendants in
They're not in
the
there.
survival guide?
Not in there.
They're not in there. We did this
yeah.
already.
I sent Bucky a thing.
I see it, Hunter, and when you say that to him, he's looking up at you and he's like, okay.
What did you send?
Oh, Quinn figured it out.
Hello?
Oh no, Andrea is typing thing.
Right.
Is talking to family thing.
Yeah. But yes, so we were right. It was the Ascendants in their vertibirds.
Yep. That's why I was worried about spoilering by giving you a picture of the uniform, because I was going to send you guys a picture of like various Enclave uniforms,
Except all white.
except all white.
Well then. Hey Andrea, guess what?
What?
Quinn figured it out. He like straight figured it out. That's why he was so upset that he called you princess and you didn't like that. He was like, ooh, I done goofed.
Spark's gonna want to talk to him
Can
later.
someone please give slightly more context to this for people who don't know anything about the Enclave?
You're not. Oh.
Okay, the Enclave, here, I'll bring up a quick
Super
summary.
America.
Yeah, they're like super patriotic, super xenophobic, super jingoistic. They are just awful, and
They're if Donald Trump won.
yeah,
Their
basically.
theme song is America, fuck yeah.
They if the Minutemen represent the positives of America, like the idealistic view of America and what America should be, the Enclave is the bad parts of America.
To really like set this on, the Enclave was literally comprised of politicians and military leaders.
Yes.
Singly.
The Enclave is a secretive, political, scientific, and militaristic organization that is descended directly from members of pre-war United States government and claims to be legally sanctioned continuation of the government while styling themselves in their overall demeanor as such. Yes, what Ellen said, actual fucking fascists.
Amazing.
This is a happy game about happy people.
Why do we keep saying that about all the games we've been playing lately?
Because
you
we're
don't
into
know
that.
Because
thing.
Bucky started saying it and it was awesome.
Dally, you don't know things.
Don't worry, it's for the greater
This is a happy
good.
game
Greater good.
about happy
Greater
people.
good.
And we'll
or-
find out. We will find out.
Alright,
Later we'll
so
hug you.
yeah, let's see, I'm just trying to find out if there's any more information I can give Hannah real quick.
I actually kind of wish you hadn't said Director Halfin. Because I wanted that to be a little bit of surprise.
Well, we already know that the guy's name is Director Halfin.
We did?
Yeah.
It was in the notes.
Last
That's
session.
why
It was
Layla
in-
went. That's why Layla went. Oh. It was in the
it
note.
was in- Yeah, it was in the note that Jolene read aloud last session.
Oh, it was? By the
It
way,
was.
day 18's missing from the notes.
Yes, that's because I already gave it to you.
Okay, let me go find it again and put it
Yeah,
on.
sorry about that. I can.
No, it's fine.
Also,
Okay. Oh.
notes.
Thank you, Dad.
Hi, Bucky's dad.
Hi, Bucky's dad. He says hi.
Yay, I heard it.
Yes, Andrea, I did. Let's see. Okay. Where was I? Describing the Enclave, actual fucking fascists. Oh, yes, and at least in Fallout 3, there's a lot of, like, genetic bullshit that seems to be going on, like the eugenics and stuff.
Yes, like what Spark is really uncomfortable with.
Yep. There's a whole bunch
This is
of...
one.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of eugenics bullshit in the Enclave as well. And as you can imagine, I have imported that to the Ascendants.
Interesting.
Yes,
How
so...
has superpowers and everything.
So
Anyway.
this, so yeah, that's, the guys like Director Haffen told us to catch it. It's the Ascend, he's the director of the science branch of the Ascendants.
I would also like to point out that Zero says Spark is part V on theory set.
While you guys are all interrogating this guy, Leilani's gonna look up information on Ho-Oh in the Wasteland Survival Guide.
You find essentially all the descriptions that you would probably get out of various Pokedex entries, so like anything you can find in the Pokedex on Bulbapedia.
What does... Leilani has a Pipdex, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But
so...
does that actually serve as a Pokédex or a Pip-Boy or some hybrid of the two?
It it's a hybrid of the two. Like a Pokedex, it registers all Pokemon seen, but doesn't register information on them until they are captured. But it will register information on Ho-Oh. That is the exception, because Leilani is getting direct information from the Wasteland Survival Guide.
Mm-hmm.
It's also part, Pip-Boy, like we said.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. So, yeah, that guy's like, I'm scared.
Who here has watched Firefly?
Yes.
Oh no.
Part way.
You
I
know
have.
that scene of, we will track you down, we will kick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I want to do something like that.
You don't
here.
exactly have a propeller to kick him into, though.
We do. We have a vertibird.
The propeller's...
Powered down,
Not
and
on the
also I don't think
side.
he'll sell as well if they've got gore in it.
Vertibirds actually have two, propeller-like wings
1 moment.
that rotate. So we could, have it rotate in 90 degrees in one direction and then kick them into it.
1 moment.
They look like
I'll show you
dragonflies. They look like dragonflies.
I'll show you guys a picture of a vertibird for those who...
I just don't feel like it's as impressive if you have to work this hard to set it up.
Yeah.
You're right. I want to have, that
Also,
epic moment,
Layla
but-
is 14 and would be horrified.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, okay.
Poor 14-year-old child.
Wait.
Well, she already just witnessed the gruesome deaths of the 4 guys in the crashing vertibird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it was
she
a
didn't,
fiery, gruesome
she
death. I
didn't-
feel like that's different
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
chunks.
She saw the wreckage. She hasn't seen yet the chunks.
You said the pit dex is part pit boy, right?
Mhm.
Could I record something?
Yes.
Cool.
With Leilani's permission, of course.
I'm gonna gesture for Leilani to come here.
Leilani comes over looking visibly shaky.
I need to borrow your pit boy. Pit dex.
Are Pipdexes removable?
I'm... Hannah?
No, I thought you were asking that in character, like you genuinely had no idea if you could take off your pit boy.
That would be so goddamn sad, but yes, they are removable. They are modeled like the Fallout 4 Pip-Boys.
Okay, then Leilani will take a minute, have a little trouble removing it, because one-handed things are hard.
Oh, here, let me help.
No comment. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Layla. And then hands it over.
You can tell Layla's shaking a little bit.
Quinn will take it. Just kind of meant I could have bought it on your arm, but okay. He's gonna try fiddle with the controls a bit and activate the recorder.
After a bit of struggle, you do manage to.
Cool. And then I'm gonna look at the dude and go. I'm gonna look at all four of them and go. What's your name?
Alexander Hamilton.
You know what? One's
I'm
name is
Alexander.
Alexander,
Yes.
one's name is Hamilton.
One's name is Aaron and one's name is Bear.
Why
Yes.
the fuck not?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Hey, Aaron is already here.
So do they say their names?
Well, the
Cool.
one who's unconscious won't.
Well, when he wakes up.
When he wakes
Does,
up, yeah.
does someone point out?
He's woken up by now.
Okay.
Contrary to popular belief, people don't remain unconscious that
No,
long
yeah,
after.
you're totally right. They wake up after a few minutes.
Yeah, if they don't, you have a serious problem. They need to go to the hospital.
Yes. You are
Um,
totally
I've
correct.
never-
Well, I was trying to give him a serious problem.
designation number. Do they give that? Ooh,
Layla's
Like,
going to be
they-
writing this information down in her journal as well.
like they don't have one, or like they're not willing to say.
Like they don't have one.
Oh, okay. I thought they
Shitty
might have one.
soldiers.
Yeah, I thought they might have some. Okay, and then I'm gonna say. So, who is Director Halfon?
He's and the guy who was talking and is scared shitless from the massive intimidate you guys pulled, and from seeing Spark. He's just and he visibly looks at Spark for a long moment and then looks up at you. 15. He goes, he's basically he's the director of the scientific branch. Oops, my bad. Anyway, he's the director of the scientific branch. He's basically second in command, along with another guy,
And who is this other guy?
General Holt.
Okay. I hear that Halfon kisses up to General Holt quite often.
No, Hunter, you read their notes wrong.
Oh, did I?
Holt and Halfin kiss up to Benzo.
Benzo, yeah. Okay, so I hear they kiss up to Benzo quite often.
The guy's eyes go wide, and he's like, "How'd you know that? Wait, what, I mean, they don't kiss up to."
I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna move my rags a little bit so that he sees half of the symbol,
Oh,
and then I'm going to continue, and I'm gonna be like,
Wait, this what rag?
he's wearing rags, multiple
right.
layers of rags,
Right.
but he's gonna shift that so they can see the symbol underneath the rag that he disguised himself as earlier.
yeah, the slip of paper.
Yeah, that's really just taped to him. But in his terrified state, I doubt he'll notice that.
Mhm.
And
I'm
then
not
I'll
even gonna have it roll.
yeah, and then I'll continue and say, and what was the mission that he sent you on?
To capture Hello.
Why?
I don't know the whole details, man. I really, I don't know. I just know that, as far as a lot of people are concerned, it's just a big nonsensical, wild bird chase or something. I guess it is a wild bird. Anyway, gives her one after an extensive and boring lecture on gun safety.
For
That's
those
cool.
who are
That's
aware,
stupid.
Spark is asking Jolene for one of the guns. Jolene ain't having none of this shit from a teenager.
Can I see that she's asking for one of the guns? Is this in character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I see that she's asking for a gun?
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna turn to her and go, "Yeah, unless you don't want to traumatize the kiddies, don't give her one.
Layla puts her hands on her hips. Of course Shotgun Lady's not gonna give anti-hero a gun, supervillain. She's responsible.
At which point, look, Jolene stops halfway to handing her a pistol.
Jolene was never going to give her a gun.
Of course not. But he will. By the way, he's not bringing attention to the pit decks anymore. He's just like letting it hang there, still recording, and he says, I got a couple more questions for you.
Well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go search their vertibird for stuff.
That's a good idea. Papers, take note of. Make sure you bring them here.
Oh, heck yeah,
holotapes,
papers are the
too.
number one thing I'm looking for.
And holotapes. You know what? Just about anything. You know what? Actually, why don't we just keep it in the vertibird? I'm thinking we're gonna take that.
Are you sure that's a good idea, villain?
Yes.
But can
what
anyone
happened?
here fly one of those things?
And then at this point,
I've got a question. Can I make a pre-war knowledge roll
Absolutely.
Jolene
to
can
see if I can fly a
vertibird.
vertibird?
Why not?
Please tell me Jolene can fly. There's another reason Layla's going to come up with as to why we shouldn't, but I really want Jolene to be able to.
can I give a +2 on that?
Why
Can I
not?
roll?
Cool.
Can I roll
15.
Pokemon Tech?
15.
Can I roll Tech Ed?
That's a third level difficulty. That's not bad.
Can I roll Tech Ed?
Yeah, for you to know how to fly one.
Oh,
Yeah.
mic breathing?
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrea. Jolene has never actually flown one before, but she has a vague idea of how they work and is theoretically capable of flying one.
I can probably fly
that's
one,
2 6s.
My stuntman
That's
did
a
it
straight
once.
crit.
but I think I remember how.
Spark can fly a vertibird.
Oh wow, Spark can.
I have to
very
roll one
much-
more. She has a 2D. Yeah, so that's a 16 because it's supposed to be a 3d6.
Wow.
Spark
Okay.
shot. That's
Yeah. No.
Also, it's actually an 18 because those are both natural sixes.
yeah.
At that mention of can anyone actually fly, Quinn's gonna look over and go, so Redhead, can you fly?
And Jolene also said that she could.
I can be a
never act-
co-pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be co-pilots.
It'll give me a chance to catch up on my knitting.
Okay, okay, I totally don't doubt that you guys can, but isn't it going to be real suspicious us flying around in a vertibird that belongs to the Ascendants? Well,
Nope, because we can paint it something else.
Does anyone
at
else
that-
have vertibirds beside Ascendants?
No.
I'm sure there's a few just kind of like hanging around. Besides, we
But
can
that
fly to
kind
where
of
we're
thing is
going.
going to draw so much attention.
Real quick,
Maybe we
guys.
should ask the DM who actually knows whether or not there are other vertibirds.
No. In character, that's what Quinn said.
Out of character, Bucky, would you mind clarifying?
The Kindred have them, but they don't use them very often. Like, as in, you don't actually see them flying around the wasteland very often, but that's in general, like,
That's the Kindred, though, and they're the Brotherhood, right?
yeah, they're the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
For the record, Ayalana, as you guys are talking about this, just sort of pauses in midair and then slips into Leilani's shirt again, and Leilani is visibly confused.
Oh dear.
Okay. And then Quinn says, "Well, we can fly it.
Freedom Heights!
We can. Oh
course
God,
not.
that's yeah. I was gonna say that'd be really awkward." Quinn will say, "Well, we can fly to where we're going, fly it back, and then scrap it for ports." This
I
thing-
think we should sell it.
Yeah, no, like fly it there, fly it back. That'll be like a day in total, right? These things fly pretty fast. In that time, if even in that time, they're not gonna find us. They're not gonna realize the vertibird's gone. By the time we land and scrap it for parts, we're home free, and we're frigging rich. The
She-
power core alone on this thing's got to sell for a couple thousand caps.
Spark parks up at the rich part.
She frowns very
Alistair
thoughtfully.
has so many regrets.
She frowns very thoughtfully at Quinn, and then she looks over at Jolene and Spark. What do you two think?
I think we should sell the bitch.
Okay,
No
but
point letting the science bastards have it.
sure, I'm okay with selling it, but do you think we should actually fly in it?
Well, not far.
Like to Gateon,
We should sell it as soon as we can.
like to Gateon Port? Honestly, Gateon Port is probably the place that will be able to use it the most. I mean, they're a travel hub.
Well, then we travel there and then sell it to them.
Spark, what do you think?
She agrees with Layla.
Leilani is scratching his head and says, I think I'm alright with that. Iolana might not be, but I'm not sure what her problem is.
Hey, little fuzzball, are you okay?
Iolana, pokes her head up out of the, neck of the shirt, and...
She is ahead.
Yes. And she looks something none of you have ever seen on her before except Leilani. She looks a bit ashamed.
Hey, it's
May I
okay,
roll?
girl.
May I roll intuition to find out what's wrong with Iolana?
You may try,
Yeah.
I think.
Meanwhile,
As I say, that's for both Eli and Alistair.
Yeah, I mean, Eli can roll too if he wants. But...
What am I?
Iolana's not trying to hide it at this point.
Yeah, but still.
I was
What I-
actually,
I'll send a PM.
well, I was actually going to
Sorry.
have Sprig has come off of Quinn's head at this point, and Layla is clutching her, and she's curled up in Layla's arms, and she leans forward and says to Iolana,
Hey, your face doesn't usually look like that.
I am going to send 2 PMs right now.
What did I miss?
"So what did I miss? What did I miss?" We have gone half an hour without a Hamilton reference.
No, not even half an hour. It wasn't even half an
We
hour.
really
for the last-
haven't.
I'm sorry.
No.
It came up during the interrogation.
I know. I thought that was
Their
half an hour
names
ago.
were Aaron, Hamilton, Alexander, and Burr.
and
And
I
A.A.
will...
Ron took offense.
Yeah, but...
Are you okay, Dally?
I don't know. Sprig kind of raises an eyebrow and goes,
Ah, you might want to tell them that, somehow. I know humans are a bit dumb and can't really understand us.
Iolana just hides back in Leilani's shirt.
Well, they're not
Question.
gonna get the message if you do that.
Question: what time is it?
9:47.
No, day. Like time of day,
Oh.
like in game.
Breathing.
It's afternoon.
Okay, so it's too early to make camp.
so Sprig wriggles out of Layla's grasp and just kind of goes,
Okay, I'll sort this out. Well,
and then before finishing that sentence, she just hops off, making re noises at Layla to follow. Sprig leads Layla over to the vertibird and hops around looking for the opening to the fuel tank. Can she find it?
Yes.
You find it because there is a very large, bright red flower growing out of it, and dripping gasoline.
She hops up and down until she is absolutely certain that Layla has noticed, and then Layla goes, guys?
I
think
have no reason to be worried.
That's amazing. Nice.
What
Guys,
happened
what-
to the fuel tank?
What is
I
it,
think
Layla?
Iolana's done something to it.
Iolana used leech seed. It's super effective.
Oh, no.
We
fuel
ain't going
tank.
nowhere in this thing.
I look at the fuel tank, shrug, and pet her and tell her that she did a good job and that she's very talented.
Aww. Yes.
Good.
Iolana flinches away from your pets at first, but when she realizes she's being pet, she becomes more okay.
Doggy!
Doggy!
Dog!
It's
It's a
gas!
wolf!
Is it a gas?
It Bucky!
It's a gas! It's a gas!
I zarged right when you were all reacting to what Iolana did.
We were reacting
No.
to the dog.
No, I mean it before that.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I said it. Iolana used leech seed. It's super effective.
And
Yeah.
then I walked to the tank, shrugged, and came back and petted Iolana and told her that she did good and was very
Iolana
talented.
is happy about pets.
What would I have to roll to strip the fusion cores and anything else valuable out of this thing?
You get 10 minutes to do it before Spark is blowing it up.
Oh.
Has Spark considered giving people more than 10 minutes in case, they want to strip more valuable stuff out of it?
15.
Let me see.
Thanks, Spark.
Technology education.
Is
Oh.
Spark saying this sort of out loud that she's going to blow it up in a certain time frame?
Yes.
Okay. Given this time frame, Layla is going and getting all the information she can find. Any paperwork, any books, any notes, anything that looks like it has any kind of information.
Okay.
Tell me if you find an onboard
Hey,
computer.
Alistair, what's untrained? Is that 2d6 or
Yes.
or?
2d6.
Oh, I've been rolling 1d6 lower on everything this whole time.
Oh no. No, 1d6 is
No,
for
that's pathetic.
Yeah, it's here. I'll type up the order.
Pathetic, untrained, novice, adept, master, expert.
No, it's. I thought it was expert master.
Either
Yeah,
way,
it's expert master.
We're way not gonna hit that anytime soon.
Oops.
And it's in the same order, so like 1d6, 2d6, 3d6, 4d6, etc.
I've repeatedly rolled skills with 3d6 that I should have been rolling with 4, but it doesn't matter. Okay.
Alright. So yeah,
I think there's only one that we have that's
Unless you have
Adept.
skills.
Okay, I got a 5. What do I get?
you get a fusion core, and you get, I'm going to say, you get 10 screws, 20 steel, and 2 pieces of plastic.
This entire time, Quinn has restarted the recording and is just talking to these guys, getting information.
Okay, what are you asking them? As for Layla, I'm gonna say you get a stack of paperwork, and that's about it.
good. Reading material.
Is there an onboard computer of some kind?
No, but there is a radio.
Mine.
Which,
Can we take the minigun?
Can
We
we
can
attach
unscrew
the
it.
minigun to
If-
Aaron?
If nothing else, we could take all the ammo for the minigun and sell that.
I'm gonna say you didn't roll high enough to take the minigun, but you can in fact take the ammo for the minigun.
Leilani is petting Iolana, who still looks kind of embarrassed.
Hey, does anybody know anything about these darn miniguns?
Layla backs away, just kind of holding all her swag, including the radio. The
Layla-
radio is hers now.
Leilani looks at the minigun and says, "It looks very big for a minigun."
The bullets are little, kid.
Layla sets down all the paperwork and the radio that she scavenged, and she goes over to Leilani and gently pets Iolana on the head and just whispers to her,
For what it's worth, I didn't think it was a good idea to go flying in that thing anyway.
Iolana trills a bit more happily.
Okay, Alistair, did you say I got the ammo from it?
Yes,
How much ammo do I get?
250 5mm.
Nice. We gonna sell things.
I load it all into my knitting basket.
Amazing. I'm done already. It's only the 4th session, and I'm done.
You
Well,
gave us a vertibird.
As all of this is happening, Quinn's still having this conversation, so.
Can you hear me?
That
yeah.
15-minute mark hadn't started yet.
I've had to move into the kitchen because I got kicked out of the room I was in. My laptop is at 48%. Let's see how long I last.
Oh,
Thank you for the warning.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Andrea.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's Quinn asking them?
Well, one question he asked if there's a tracking device on the vertibird.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I'm gonna look to the other 3.
They all don't know either.
But are they talking?
Are
Are they actually physically saying things?
They shrug.
I have an idea.
Hmm?
May I, Alana, use Infiltrator to try and find anything that fell into any tiny crevices that the humans might not have noticed?
Sure.
Alright, what should I roll for that?
I'm assuming that, she can get down to the size, so the matter is of noticing the things, so roll perception.
Yes. Alright, give me a second for my thing to load, but keep going.
Okay. I lost my train of thought again.
Sorry.
That's fine. Oh, yes. What rank are you? All of you.
We're just privates, sir.
We took a shower recently. We smell fine.
God damn it.
Because rank.
I'm.
I gently take Layla aside and explain the military ranking system.
I didn't say that in character, I promise.
Oh, because in
Damn it,
character
darling.
I use a lot of antiquated pre-war terms that make no sense.
Well, considering
Well,
how...
they're obviously rank because they're privates.
Okay, I now regret having started this.
This, in general, you just pointed at all of me. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Quinn will... what was I saying again?
They're
You
rank.
asked what rank they were.
Oh, yes. Yeah, when they say private, he's gonna be like, yeah, no shit, you don't know anything. Okay. That explains a lot.
Yeah, if it helps, General Holt usually only sends low-rank guys like us on these missions after Ho-Oh anyway, because he thinks that Hafen is this is nonsense.
Could I roll something to know the rankings of this?
Wait, if it's Enclave, are they using pre-war rankings?
Yes.
Can I roll knowledge?
Yeah, you both can.
General knowledge?
But what exactly are you looking for?
I'm just trying to know if I know something that's not as high as general, but definitely significantly higher than private. That has some kind of weight to throw around. 9.
I've got 15, including a natural bonus.
Okay, Quinn, you don't know anything, but Jolene does have some pretty decent understanding of pre-war military ranking systems.
Okay. I don't actually have a very decent understanding of actual pre-war ranking systems. So
Oh shit.
This
just
is
assume
why
I
I'm
said
here.
something very intelligent and astute about it.
Okay.
Let's
Andrea,
just
say
go
something
Major.
intelligent and... Alright, thank
Major.
you.
Alright. Yeah,
Sorry, wait,
yeah.
what?
Andrea knows this. I'll leave it to her.
What did Andrea say?
Major.
Major.
Does Jolene say something about Major?
Sure. Jolene said something that clarified whatever you needed clarified.
Great, because... Yeah, no. Quinn's gonna go, oh, the ranks have fallen since that was Major. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you're gonna say that, then Lieutenant Colonel would be better.
Lieutenant Colonel?
Yeah, they generally are in charge of brigades.
Lieutenant... Well, I mean, what's higher, Major or Lieutenant Colonel? Major, right?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Oh, Lieutenant Colonel.
Yeah,
Okay, can we
Lieutenant Colonel is higher than Major. I know that one.
Can we retcon that she said Lieutenant Colonel?
I'm cool with that.
Okay, yeah, he says Lieutenant Colonel instead of Major. What else was I was gonna say? Oh, I had a list of questions and I keep forgetting them. Yeah, he's gonna look at him and all the three of them and go, I'm this close to letting you live. Tell me something good.
What do you want to know, man?
Oh, what was that prod? Wait. I have to look something up real quick. Because I know of a thing.
Eli, Iolana finds a tracking device.
Ooh.
Hey.
Can we?
Can I? Sorry.
Hey, Quinn. You're not gonna use that really angry Spiro, are you?
Spiro.
The Skarmory.
Or whatever it was.
Oh, the Skarmory?
Yeah.
I like the idea of calling the Skarmory an angry Spearow.
I'm old. I don't know the difference. It's an angry Spiro.
Like calling an airplane a chicken.
It's like calling a rhino a dog.
I approve.
Angry Spiro. I'm sticking with it.
You mean him?
Yeah.
To do what?
Hey, buddy. You want to help us out?
Caw!
Oh. Even
I
though
hold
he's like
out the
being...
tracking device and say, "Want a snack?"
He like perks up. Like he this entire time he's been glaring at them, he perks up and just...
I also give him a cabbage. I don't know if he eats cabbage, but I give him one.
You gave him the tracking device that Iolana found?
Yeah.
He's going to questioningly poke at it and nibble on it.
I'll take it.
Can I say that Iolana knew what it was just because she was living in a 1984 style vault?
Sure.
Those are
Or
the
it seemed
best
something
cats.
similar to it.
Okay.
So she did bring it to Leilani, who could definitely identify it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me two things. One, only one of you has to speak up. And only on one of these subjects. But I need to know something. Tell me, how's the energy fusion project going?
I don't know, man. That's not my division. Seriously, that's the science guys thing. I'm just military.
I'm gonna look at the other three.
They're all nodding
Like
vigorously in
very,
agreement.
very slow head turn.
They're all nodding vigorously in agreement with the first one.
Fine. You know what? Just in case that we've moved. Where's the base?
Mount Battle.
Quinn's gonna nod because he figured that out in his session.
Private session.
Yeah, he figured that out private session. He nods. Okay. Then he's gonna hold up the pit decks, show them that it's been recording this whole time. And can we just say the other guys have chirped in saying other things?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna show them all that it's recording. And then turn it off and go, there is no way that you can go back to that.
Oh, believe me. Yeah, man.
If you do, I still have friends there, and they will make sure that this recording and several of its copies reach the very highest of people in power.
Okay. We'll find something else to do, man. This doesn't seem like a good gig anymore, anyway.
Fantastic. Now, out of character, we stripped them of basically everything they have but clothing, right?
That's how I understood it.
We're not taking
Okay.
their clothes.
Yeah, no, not the clothes. Quinn's gonna
Skarmory now has... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Skarmory now has their tracking device in its belly.
Wait, what? You fed the trap? Brilliant.
Yeah, we fed the
Jolene
track-
did.
Did everyone miss the part where I fed the tracking device to the star?
I did. I thought it was genius.
That is amazing. I had zoned out temporarily, but that is amazing. I would also like to say it's amazing that you had Jolene give the Angry Spearow a sweater that says, "Fuck all y'all." Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
I missed that. Hold on.
Sorry, sweater vest.
Oh my lord.
Okay,
I love that.
So,
That is
so-
amazing.
so Hannah just made it, so you all have to meet this Skarmory again someday.
Good.
But thanks
At
a
some
lot. for
point,
that,
at
Hannah.
some point, like in the ending, we need some kind of like massive force to help take out the Ascension, and like the Ascendants, and we're just like, what are we gonna do? And then Quinn just looks on the horizon, and he sees every Pokemon he made friends with this entire time slowly coming over the horizon. Like,
All
Did they
wearing
have
sweaters.
Pokemon?
All wearing sweaters.
Did they
Oh,
have
wait.
Pokemon? Question.
just-
Did
just
they have
like
Pokemon?
do
what?
they have Pokemon or Pokeballs?
They do have Pokeballs on them.
Oh, with anything in them?
Yes, they each have a single Pokeball in them. All of them seem you can. I don't know how Pokeballs work, but you can tell that they're occupied.
Okay, we can't
Spark
tell
is
what's
going
in
to
them.
ask. Spark
can't
is going to
tell-
ask. Who currently has them then? Jolene probably.
Layla was the one who actually disarmed them.
She didn't take their Pokemon away from them, no.
Okay, it was
Oh.
probably Jolene then, because she tied
Yeah.
him up.
And
Spark is going to ask them for the Pokeballs.
do not yet. Just take care of some
Andrea, you just want to mark down more Pokemon for your tally, don't you?
Maybe.
It'll happen, I promise, just not right at this moment, okay? Just
Fine.
Let me deal with this conversation.
Four sessions in, and I'm done.
Jolene would like the Pokemon to go to her because she doesn't trust Spark's anger issues.
No, that's fair. And then, actually, we're probably going to release them from the Pokeballs, let them free, and Quinn's going to make friends with them, and see if they want to, work for good. And if their types match with anyone in the party, they can join. That's what I was thinking, but we'll get
gonna
to
roll.
that.
They also might want to just stay with their owners.
They might not
Yeah, I
get
mean,
to.
just because they're bad guys doesn't mean they're bad guys.
Well, the Pokemon might still like
They
them.
might not get a choice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's the point.
why-
They should be given a choice.
No,
They're
because
insinuating that they're going to
out
kill
of
them.
out of character, I know this. In character, I don't know this, so I'm just playing it as best as Quinn would know it. But I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, you want to join your owners?" They're like, "Yeah, sure," and then they die. I don't want that. So I'm trying to clean this up as best as we can first.
Right, I'm gonna roll real quick to determine. Okay, I forgot to number them, shit.
Now, where was I? I keep losing track of the conversation.
Just asking that we not shoot Pokemon in front of the child.
I'm asking.
No.
Well, I'd rather you didn't shoot anyone in front of the child, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know
Layla
if-
is not Flotsam.
I don't know if that includes the Pokemon, but I know Spark is not going to let the people live. But in character, I don't know that.
Well, I know Spark's not going to let the people kill. That's live. That's why I just said, why don't we not shoot Pokemon in front of the child?
Oh, she's gonna let the Pokemon live. She was just gonna let them free.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if there's anyone wants a type that matches someone in the party, Quinlan can make friends with it and ask if they want to join the party.
I'm determining you guys keep doing your thing. I'm determining what the Pokemon actually are.
Now, what was the last thing that was said in the conversation?
Also, I don't know who put up the worst cats blog, but that's like my favorite blog of all time.
It's
Aw.
amazing. Well, we were talking about, how rhinos are basically dogs. Well, these are cats. Cats. Very moist, slippery cats.
Meow meow. Time for my daily oiling.
Okay, let's see.
Don't go in there, I just oiled you. Oh, god damn it.
6.
I think you might have caught something good. Anyway, Quinn is going to set the other guy down, the guy that is holding next to the other three, and go, okay, here's the deal. You obviously can't tell anyone about any of this, or this is going to be spread around, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be hunted down, not just by them, but by a few other people. And you'll spend the rest of your lives looking over your shoulder, wondering if they'll ever catch you. So, that being said, I'm going to cut you loose. And you're going to start walking or running in whatever direction you see fit, except to Mount... What was the Mount? Mount Doom?
Battle.
Mount Battle.
Mount Battle. Except for Mount Battle, which I know is in that direction. So... He takes out his knife, starts cutting. He cuts the first guy's bonds loose, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, and goes, "This is where you run."
They start running in the opposite direction of Mount Battle. Because they are just nope as fuck.
Leilai is confused and says, I understand that they were chasing the legend, but what was all the other stuff that you did?
We can't have them reporting back to the boss,
So, real quick, these
and I don't want to
are
come.
these are the 4 Pokemon that they have.
Cool.
Is Binacle one of mine?
Yes, Binacle is a rock type.
What about the rest of them? I don't know anything about.
Munchlax's a
anything.
normal type, isn't he?
Yeah, Munchlax is normal.
I'll get
Sandile-
pictures of all of them.
Yes,
Sundials. Go ahead, Bucky.
Munchlax is normal, Sandile is ground dark, Binacle is rock water, and Gligger is ground flying.
Oh, there was
I thought it was
Gligar.
Gligar.
Yeah, I thought it was Gligar.
I always heard it Gligger, but I don't know.
Either way. Layla is... wait, hang on. Where are the guys at the moment? Are they still bound? Or are they...
Oh, they were running.
They're running.
They're running for their life.
She frowns deeply at Quinn. You have friends there?
Spark is
and
looking very angrily at Quinn.
Nope, and he rips off the piece of paper and he folds it back and he slides it into his thing and he just kind of resets back into his normal clothing.
You just made them think you worked for them?
Well, at least used to. Honestly, it didn't matter as long as they thought I had some pull.
I guess.
Would you rather I kill them?
No, I didn't
Yes.
say that. I'm just kind
Did
of...
Spark say yes?
Yes.
Well, it was still running.
Well, we don't have to kill them.
I didn't want to.
Why do you want
I
to kill
drop
them?
one of the 3 guns on the ground and say "oops" very loudly.
Spark grabs him and aims for the one that saw her and shoots.
Wait, no! And she dives on Spark's hand to push the gun.
What are your speed stats, both of you?
I need to find out. Hang on, my speed.
11.
Sparks is 11.
What the fuck is this ridiculous creature, Alistair?
Which one? The Binacle? It is crazy. I know.
Look at what it evolves into.
I know, it's so weird.
Wheel
It's
of arms. Yeah.
It's
This is
based
just
off
a
of real.
wheel of arms.
It's based off a real animal, which is terrifying.
Do you want it, Hannah?
Of course I want it.
I'll take it. We'll take care of that after this whole thing has been situated.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure I actually got as far as speed and character creation. It's not under body, is it?
Hold on, let
It's
me...
a stat.
Yeah, it's a stat, so, like, go down to... I think it's on the second page, maybe?
No, I never got
Yes.
that far, sorry.
There's, like, HP, attack, defense, all those stats.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out speed here.
Should I just take the lowest one?
No, I'll figure out a different way to determine.
Or
Both of you...
hell, I can just fail it. I don't mind.
No, you roll... Both of you roll acrobatics against each other. I think that's the fairest way to handle it.
Sorry.
Okay, this is
No, it's
this is
fine,
a
it's fine.
Serious. How does this move?
It presumably walks on its faces.
I'm gonna say as the DM that it bounces, so it's just like bump, bump,
Amazing.
while it's making those angry faces with its chubby cheeks. Do you love it, Hannah?
You know I love all of my hideous malformed children.
Bucky, you were actually completely right. They stretch and then contract, yanking their rocks along with them in bold hops. They eat seaweed that washes up on the shoreline.
Guys, this
What?
ridiculous hopping creature that is literally just a rock is 5 times faster than Aaron.
Amazing!
Also, it's not just a rock, it has 2 barnacle-y things in it.
What are you gonna name it, Hannah? Well, hold on, let me roll to see if it's a male or female.
We also have to determine whether or not Quinn can even, make it nice, and if it even wants to join our group.
Yeah, I'll roll to determine that. When
I want
the
it to
time...
be a girl.
It's a female.
Nice.
When she evolves, well, when both of them evolve, the 2 binnacle multiply to 7.
So, I think Layla rolled a bit higher. Yeah, Layla rolled a bit higher. Layla, you reach Spark in time, like, as she's raising up the gun, and you manage to point it away before she actually shoots anyone.
What are you doing?
He saw me. And she goes to aim it again.
What? She kind of she's grabbing onto her wrist desperately. But that's because you showed him your face. Why is that such a big deal?
No answer.
She's not letting go of her wrist.
Quinn quite clearly is about to say something and then stops, realizing it might be a bad idea to say something.
Spark, what's going on?
Oh my god, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You looked at the evolution, didn't you?
No, the goose
I
monocle, which
already
is what
looked
it's
up
based
the
off.
evolution.
Huh. It does kind of look like a goose. And a barnacle. Funny that.
Ah, barnacles!
God damn it.
I'll show myself out.
I'm
No,
going to
you're
assume
the
they're
deer.
at. I'm going to assume they're probably out of range at this point, and she's just going to drop the gun and start walking back on the path. Like, we better keep moving.
Seriously, what? She's let go of her, but she just kind of, like, arms out in frustration. Spring
Quinn
is
will
on her
come-
head and mirroring her.
Oh, aw. Quinn will go up and go, oh, I'll explain that.
I mean, I get that they're ascendants and they're bad dudes, but they were really low-ranking ones, right? And they're not gonna hurt anyone now, so... She goes over to Leilani. Hey, you okay, Vault Boy?
Bullet Boy has zarged.
Oh, Leilani just looks very confused and frightened. I don't know.
She gives him a hug.
No.
And he hugs Iolana to himself.
And Sprig is actually hugging Iolana at this point.
Oh.
Whether Iolana likes it or not.
Okay,
Iolana actually surprisingly doesn't resist.
so would you guys mind if we took a quick break? Because, like, I'm getting a teensy bit of a headache and I also need to go to the bathroom, so...
Sure.
Okay.
Perfectly
Alright,
fine.
Yep, I'll be right back.
I'm so tempted to make Quinn call her by her real name.
You know.
Don't you dare.
Oh my.
You could.
Don't.
I now have theories, but I'm going to keep them to myself because no spoilers.
Oh, Quinn
I
figured it out. Oh,
but,
yeah.
like, in character, I don't know.
No, Quinn in character figured it out. And if asked, I was actually waiting for, like, Spork to ask how he did it. How he figured it out.
Has
Oh, she is.
has
She's gonna.
he- Oh, what, the princess comment?
Well, basically, like, he's definitely implying that he knows way more than everyone else. We don't have a normal...
I shall be right back.
Movie.
Not as of yet.
I think I'm probably going to class into it, but that means nothing right now.
So, the only one we can take is Binacle. Wait, no. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's because we have Walk Rudder, Ground Flying, Normal, and Ground Dog.
Yeah, I checked them all already. We got nothing.
Too bad we don't have a ground type, jeez.
Stop!
We have a rock type.
Dog. Yeah, but not ground. Which is... Oh! When Buggy gets back, I know what we need to do.
Oh dear.
We need to ask him if any of them are mutants.
Oh shit, right.
You probably would have.
Can tell you
mentioned
right now
it.
they're not.
How do
They
you know?
might be genetically altered.
Oh, well, Purity.
I'd say they're not.
I don't think they would have given, like, yeah, if they would have given experiments to mooks.
Yeah, that's true.
Layla is incidentally looking over with some consternation at the smouldering wreck that used to be a vertibird.
Oh, did Spark blow it up?
Oh no, the one that we crashed.
Sorry about that.
The one that had people in it.
I abruptly distract Layla.
Alright, so what I miss?
Not
I
much.
abruptly distract Layla.
Layla was looking over at the smoking wreck of the vertibird that crashed, and Jolene is distracting her. I don't know how.
Just stands in front of her like, hey, I'm knitting you a new sweater!
No, just shoves a shredder
Excuse
over their
me.
head.
My beautiful dance moves.
Spark is just walking on the path, and it's just like she's gonna get a good distance away, and then just wait for everybody else.
See?
Well,
Leilani
Distracting.
is visibly terrified of her.
Well, actually, I was gonna ask Granny if we could check out the Pokemon.
Yeah, we should do that. That would be a good...
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is just release them from their Pokeballs.
The way you permanently kind of release them, like so that they are unowned, is you break their Pokeballs. Like,
That seems
Ooh.
traumatic.
Well, no, just
It doesn't hurt them. It just
Yeah, but just let them out for now. We haven't, like, they might still want...
I know. I'm just saying that if you
But also, wouldn't they want to live in their Pokeballs?
I mean,
No.
Not necessarily.
not necessarily. Some are okay with Pokeballs, others not so much. But whichever.
Yeah, Sarah would kill someone if they tried to put it in a Pokeball.
So you release, open up the 4 Pokeballs, and out pop 4 Pokemon, and they are a Sandile, a Munchlax, a Gligar, and a Binacle.
I wave to my new hideous child.
Oh.
Your new hideous child.
Layla crouches down to be on their level and waves.
Hi, guys. I'm
They all,
Layla.
they all wave back, except the Binacle, which kind of...
Kind of wobbles its head, so...
By the way, I do have food out for them to eat.
Leilani looks a bit frightened by the Gligar, but looks up the information in the survival guide and just sort of sighs with relief.
Okay, so they are now eating berries, and cabbages.
Okay, thanks, Andrea.
Oh.
Andrea has about half an hour left of battery.
Oh. Okay.
Can you use your phone once you're...
I can try. My hope is my grandfather will be done watching the movie because that's where I'm sleeping. So once he's done with that, I can go back in and plug in my computer. It's a really old house. They only have 2-prong plugs.
Wow.
Jeez. Ow.
And that's the only room that has a 3-prong, and I need to be in there to charge my laptop, so, yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, so yes, they are eating berries and cabbages, and they are very grateful.
Layla is knelt down and says, So, did you like the trainers you were with before?
They look up at you, and they just kind of...
I mean, do you still want to be their Pokemon? Would you like to be free Pokemon instead? Well, you guys don't really have any life goals, huh?
They know this, and they accept it.
Leilani says, well, I don't really either. I don't know if Iolana does. And the Pokemon can understand that Iolana says, living this long was a good start.
The Binacle says, do you like your trainer? To
Whose
Iol.
answer?
To Iolana?
Yeah.
Iolana says, of course I do. He's a big fat idiot, but I love him more than anything. That's a big part of why I didn't want to die.
The Binacle looks kind of surprised, and then it looks around at the other Pokemon, and it goes, what about you guys?
Aaron screams yes.
Screams.
Eggsy is with
she's
Spark,
in a
by the way.
basket.
So, who's been
She's
gone?
in a
Actually, no,
basket.
Eggsy is still with the rest of the group. Sparks just walked off, and he's just, like, looking at them curiously.
The Binacle looks at Eggsy and says, what about you? Is yours nice?
Yep.
Jody
There goes
gently
bullshit.
lifts Aaron out of the basket and starts scrubbing all of the gore off of her.
Oh, God.
Sarah, the obvious fusion, looks to Eggsy and goes, bull.
No, she really does.
What did
She
Eggsy
pulls
say the
eyes.
first time?
He said, yeah.
She's really nice.
Sarah goes, bull. And rolls her eyes.
You just don't know her well enough.
And the Binacle looks at Sarah and says, what about your human?
She looks up at Quinn, who is petting the Skarmory. Like, and is about to fall over, like, dog style. Like is shaking his one.
It's like kicking one of its legs.
Yeah, and she goes, he's not my human.
Oh, okay.
How
Well,
come
I
you
guess
hang
that-
around with him then?
What about you? And she looks at Sprig.
Oh, my human? My human's real nice. She found me when I was an egg, and she looked after me when I hatched, and she's really fluffy.
The Binacle looks confused and says, I didn't know you guys could be friends with your humans. Mine was just a partner that I worked with. I didn't have a choice.
Iolana just her face crunches up and she says, "Fuck that!"
Sprig, who had, upon saying fluffy, burrowed into Layla's hair, emerges from Layla's hair, hops down onto the ground, and starts gently nudging the Binacle towards Jolene.
Can we say, like, you know, the tall one has been saying this the whole time as the short one just trying to whack it?
Yeah.
That shotgun lady, she has rock types, and by rock types I mean Aaron.
And Iolana says, "I love Leilani, but if anyone forced me to be with them, I'd headbutt their dick out of pure spite."
Him.
Good.
Yeah.
Also, that's amazing, Iolana. And, so the Binacle looks around and is like, so you guys weren't forced either?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Aaron bursts into tears and begins blowing her nose vigorously on a knitted handkerchief.
Good.
Iolana says, "Well, actually, it wasn't forcing, but me and Leilani were kind of picked for each other, but it was way back when we were little, and I don't have to stick around anymore. If I didn't want to deal with him, I wouldn't deal with him. I deal with him now because he's my brother."
The Binacle looks at Sprig and says, so, and then she looks up at Jolene and then back at Sprig and says, why are you pushing me to this one?
'Cause that one can train rocks.
Oh. And the Binacle hops to Jolene and looks up at her expectantly.
I pet
Sprig,
both of its heads gently.
Sprig, by the way, is turning somersaults, like just rolling over and over on the ground in circles around the Binacle.
Good.
I pet both of its weird claw heads very gently.
My weird-looking child.
And I tell it how beautiful it is.
She looks tentative but very happy. And at this point, you may now use your Pokeball on it to claim it, or you may break its current Pokeball and then use your Pokeball.
Can I communicate through a series of vague gestures what I intend to do and ask if it's okay?
You can actually speak because, as I've said before, Pokemon can understand you.
Oh.
You just can't understand Pokemon.
Right, okay, I ask it all of that.
It looks a bit hesitant, but then it nods happily.
Okay. I break its Pokeball?
All right, you break its Pokeball. Do you catch it with the one that you got from Dick's Balls?
I open it up and set it on the ground next to it.
It hops over to the Pokeball.
This might be a good time to mention that I've never actually used a Pokeball before, as far as my backstory goes.
She looks confused at you, and then down at the Pokeball, and then back up at you, and then she hops to the Pokeball, bops it with her head, and gets, digified and zapped into it.
Yay!
Yay!
You now have another Pokemon.
Sprig does a
Amazing.
couple of happy jumping jacks, then jumps back over to Leilana and burrows in her hair. Layla, sorry,
Okay.
and burrows in her hair.
I need the Pokédex info or not like the Pokédex info, but I need to figure out what I need to do for her, like her specific info to go with the Pokédex when you have a second.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You won't Yeah.
I don't need her. I don't need it right now.
Yeah. You'll
What'll
be
you name her?
I haven't decided yet.
Alright, I'm done. Sorry.
While this is going on, Quinn's been trying to see what the other three Pokemon want.
They, all seem a little uncomfortable with the rest of you, and, like, they kind of want to leave ASAP.
Oh, well, I'm trying to be super friendly with them.
Well, yeah, but they're still, like, completely unfamiliar with people besides their masters. And yes, I say masters with reason.
Which is fair. But what do they want specifically? Do they want to go back to the Masters? Do they want to be released?
Well, Layla already asked that and they weren't sure.
Yeah, they look very unsure. Also,
I give
I
them
have
all
a
sweaters.
you give them all sweaters? Okay.
Good.
Okay. I have a proposal for Dally. I am going to PM you.
Okay.
In which case, Quinn is going to look at all of them and go, well, we're going to a really nice town down the ways. And if you come with us, we could probably find you some nicer folk to be with.
You like that idea, Dally?
I kinda do. Layla puts her hand up tentatively. I know some nice folks.
They look at you nervously.
Well, see, and she crouches down again, and, Sprig kind of goes, in her hair. And scrambles back up. See, I have, two sisters. Well, I actually have 4, but 2 of them, well, one of them's called Ariel, and she is a flying type trainer, so if you wanted, she might be able to look after you, she says to the Gligar. And Dusty, she's a ground type trainer, so she might be able to look after you, she says to the Sandile. Ariel...
Gwen could also look after the Sandile, remember, because it's dark.
That's right. Or if you didn't like Dusty, I mean, I can't imagine why you wouldn't like Dusty, but there's also Gwen, and she's a dark type trainer, so she could always look after you if that would work better. You can see who you like and who you get along with. Oh, and they have Pokemon. Ariel has a fletchling called Peep, and he's kinda hot-headed, but he's fun. And Dusty has this little Phanpy called Nell, and she's really, really sweet-natured. And then Gwen has this, Poochiana, that's the word. Has this Poochiana called Soul, and she's really brave. So you might get along with them.
She barked in.
Sorry?
Sorry, I was going to say that she was barking at a Deathclaw, but I can't remember the name of the Deathclaws in this game.
The Vion.
Vion. She barked at a Vion.
Yeah, she like barked at it. Like Vion is like 10 feet tall and like getting ready to swipe, and this little Poochian is like, arf!
Pretty much. I wonder if I should put
Boomo
that session on
will
YouTube at some
live.
point.
Please. But anyways,
And she quickly rattles off the rest of her family and the Pokemon that they have as well, just kind of gabbling away.
the Munchlax looks over at Sprig and says, "What about me?"
Wait a minute.
Sprig jumps up and down excitedly and just kind of she gets out of Layla's hair and then headbutts her in the arm. What? Oh, the Munchlax? Yeah, but we don't know any. And Sprig kind of does, like, puffs herself up and makes kind of a paff noise.
Oh my.
Oh, Quill's a normal type trainer.
Well,
The school teacher, she has an Igglybuff.
The Igglybuff's name is Bob, and he is done with everyone.
He is.
Good.
I
don't
like
know-
him already.
I don't know if
he
that
will never evolve into a Jigglypuff because he's busy hating everything.
Yes, exactly. He's like 50 years old and still an Igglybuff.
So yeah, she tells the Munchlax about Quill and Bob.
The Munchlax slowly nods,
And about the school and stuff. So you
and
get to
all
meet
three of
people.
the Pokemon exchange glances, like just kind of uncertain. But then they all look up at Layla and they nod.
Wow, really? Okay. So, I mean, you could try and make your own way there, but it's kind of a long way to go. Would you like to try and go there by yourself, or would you like to stay with us and you can come back when we go back? Because we're going to Gateon Port now, but we're going back to Phoenix City afterwards, so we could drop you.
They exchange glances again, and then the Munchlax wanders over to his Pokeball and pats it.
Oh, we could just keep you in your Pokeball while we're traveling, and then when we get back to Phoenix City, we'll let you out and you can meet your new humans?
Munchlax nods.
That's a really great idea, Munchlax. You're smart. Quill's gonna love you.
Alright, so you put them all in their Pokeballs?
As long as they're happy to.
They are.
If everyone's okay with it, Layla would like to hang on to them.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Hannah has her new hideous child.
She's just kind of...
Her name is Alexandra Clamilton.
Good! Good! Good!
Oh my god.
I killed him.
I approve.
Okay, is it Alexandra Clamilton?
Yes. Well, technically they're Alexandra and Clamilton because there are two of them.
God, yes.
Alexandra Clamilton. God. Oh my god. I'm done. My name is Alexandra Clamilton. Okay, okay. Yeah, we should move on. Okay. Okay, so with all that taken care of, do you all move on?
Yes.
Okay.
Spark is walking with Eggsy, and like Eggsy has gone up to Spark, and Spark is walking very much far in front of the group.
Layla is just kind of, at the moment, cradling... She's kind of miniaturized all three Pokeballs and is kind of cradling them, and Sprig is sitting on her shoulder just looking at them, just kind of fascinated. It's like, whoa. Because Sprig isn't used to Pokeballs. But yeah, she's just kind of walking along.
Does Clamilton like being in a ball, or should I take her out?
Clamilton's fine in the ball.
Okay.
Clamilton. I can't, but anyways. So, yeah, you guys keep moving along, and does anyone approach Spark at all?
I do.
Alright, I'll let you guys handle that.
Oh god. I asked her if there's anything she wants to talk about.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so she can get more,
So she
Eli?
can be plugged in.
Yep.
The Binacle's name is Alexandra Clamilton.
Oh my god.
Do you not
Because what else
appreciate
would
the
you name it?
genius?
There's a million things that she hasn't done.
But
Just you wait.
You broke Bucky.
Magic. Just magical.
Eventually, Aaron kills her because she seemed to always be faster.
Oh my god.
No! No!
Yes.
I mean, the only way this could get better is if it was a cloister
Oh my god, if it was a cloister, I would
or a
die.
clam pearl.
I don't think I can catch those though.
No, but unless if it was a rock type mutant, you could.
Have you ever seen the young couple who have a cloister and an onyx?
Yes,
Oh no.
God,
Oh no.
God damn it!
that's actually in the games, guys.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't
I believe it.
doubt it. Mm.
All right, here.
Yay!
Yay! Are
I
you
don't have
plugged
to-
in?
Yes, I am plugged in.
Well done.
Yay! Okay.
So sorry for all of this, guys. I didn't
no,
think
it's
this was
fine,
It's
sweetie.
not. It's worth it to have you playing with us. Nothing to
Oh.
apologize for.
Shit, I forgot to ask at the beginning. I want to double check. So, Hannah, you said that Saturdays are better for you permanently, not just this one-time thing.
Yeah.
Is Saturday good for everyone?
I'd be okay with
Yeah, I can work
Saturday.
with this.
Yeah, I can be okay with it. Hunter?
Sorry, what?
Better
Is
Saturday?
Saturday good for you permanently? Because Hannah expressed a preference for it.
I mean, I can make Friday work if it's an issue for her.
Yeah, but like,
It should be fine. I may be late sometimes though.
Because
I
you
mean-
work on Saturday?
I do work on Saturdays, but it's anywhere. If we start at 7:30, and the latest I usually work is 7.
mm,
But on occasion I may work till 10. So on those rare occasions, I'll make sure you know.
well, would Friday be better for you? Is the question.
For me,
Yeah.
yes, Friday is my day off.
Okay. So Hannah, would you be bothered if we kept it on Friday?
No, I can figure it out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's not the most convenient thing in the world, but
That's fine.
we need to try to get what's best for everyone, and like
Okay.
everyone.
We could
Oh.
always potentially alternate, but I don't know if that
Yeah.
uncertainty would make things a bit too difficult.
Yeah. For right now, let's tentatively say it's permanently Friday, but
Okay.
we'll figure it out later. But anyways, back to the game.
Nothing set in stone except for Alexander Clamilton.
Yes. Yes. Who is literally set in stone.
So,
I'm naming this session
Anyway.
Just You Wait. I'm not really.
Anyways,
Sorry, go ahead.
Anyway.
So- Jolene asks Spark if there is anything she wants to talk about.
No.
okay. I hand her a cookie and leave.
Where'd you get the cookie?
Is it a cabbage cookie?
I baked it. It's a mute fruit cookie.
Where'd you get the cookie?
I'm a baker.
Where do you get all these random condoms and cookies?
The knitting basket
Where does the knitting basket get them?
from me.
Where did you...
From the knitting basket.
I think Hannah has made this just a bag of holding.
Hannah!
It is Mary Poppins' bag.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, so...
If you obtain all of these physical items for me and a knitting basket, I will prove to you that I can fit all of these physical items in a knitting basket.
Fine.
Sparky said to wait a very long time, and then she will munch the cookie.
Oh. So I am not going to have you guys do any more random encounters because that was a lot.
That was That was a hell of a random encounter, though.
Yeah, like, see, I have, like... Okay, so my random encounter list is essentially, let me check. There's a chance to encounter a Pokemon, a chance to encounter a person, player requested encounter, very tiny chance of legendary, but interestingly enough, that was not what I rolled. And then a chance of a random plot encounter, and I rolled for a random plot encounter, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I know what I'll do. And so, yeah, that's what happened.
Excellent. I approve.
But anyways, I am going to roll twice just to see. I'll only have you guys have more random encounters if they are like very interesting, but otherwise, nope. Okay, no random encounters. So
We'll walk into a maid camp, I guess.
yeah,
What level is Alexandra Clamilton?
I'm gonna say 10.
Alrighty.
After we make camp, we make camp and we just kind of like sit there for a little while before people actually start going to bed. Quinn's gonna walk off and be outside of the dome of light from the campfire and be talking to Sarah alone.
Spark's on the other side.
We both got at the same time and left in opposite directions.
The Venn diagram of
Turned
brooding.
around and shot.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Anyway.
5. Bang!
It wouldn't even be fair. Just have actually use extra sensory.
Hunter, for just my sake of knowing what information is shared between you and Sarah and stuff like that, can you just tell me what you talked with her about?
I'll PM you.
Okay. No problem.
By the way,
Jolene is
Andrea.
going to snuggle her children.
Yes.
aw, if you want to talk about Quinn, now's the time.
Oh yeah, I was about to work that out with watches.
Oh,
So I'm thinking Jolene, Leilani, and take the first. We'll just do 2 shifts. Leilani, Jolene, and Quinn, Spark, and let Layla sleep.
Okay.
Layla's fine with this, she's exhausted, although she will offer to let Leilani sleep instead because he's had a very scary day.
Wait, I just realized something, because there were 4 guys, right?
Mhm.
From now on, every couple of sessions, they just keep popping up, and they end up being our 4 Italian ninjas.
Oh my god, no. No, no.
Not actual ninjas. I'm just, there are these 4 guys that just keep showing up, trying to stop us from doing a thing. We're just like, again, why? Just why?
Hannah, I made a Facebook post. So, anyways, anything you guys do?
I'll let those 3 go before I start talking with Hunter.
If Layla's actually... Is Eli here?
Yes.
Do you have any preference whether Leilani takes the watch or gets some sleep? Because Layla's offering to let him sleep if he wants to.
Leilani thinks for a moment and says, I think I might need to sleep.
Okay.
I know that Ayalana does, and I don't want to be awake without her.
In which case, Layla will take watch with Jolene. And when she does, she will see if the 3 Pokemon want to come out of their Pokeball, and just kind of, if they do, sort of say, like, do you want to sleep in your Pokeball? Do you want to sleep outside of your Pokeball? And she'll also just kind of, if they want to stay out, tell them a bit more about the people they're going to see.
Okay, since they don't get to be out of their Pokeballs very often, they stay out.
She's got her alligator jumper on, and she cocoons herself up in a blanket and is cuddling Sprig, and just has the others all kind of around her. And she's sitting up because she's keeping watch, but she's kind of distracted and just talking to the new Pokemon and telling them all about Phenac and the people there.
Jolene quietly dies of cute.
Basically. Okay, one moment.
Oh, she also sketches them.
Oh, that's adorable! Anyways, so that's your watch. Other than, telling them about their new homes and sketching them, nothing happens. So then, during Sparks, and Quinn's watch,
Yep.
What happens?
Probably about 30 minutes after she knows that Layla and Jolene have gone to sleep, she turns to Quinn. Eggsy just looking very, very nervous between the two of them. How much do you know?
I know enough, Enya.
She's just balling her fist, and Eggsy is pawing at her legs, don't. She takes off the hood. What you see is
Well, I know what I see. They on awake. They don't need to know.
oh, good point. Good point.
He was in the guy's notes that he stole.
True,
Yes,
yeah.
he's going to take out the notes at the first page, and give and Lisa to
Uh-oh.
Andrea.
You repeat that. I think I zarred. Oh, I've
He
seen
will
it.
take-
I've seen it. I've seen it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So,
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah. Oops, hold on. Yeah, I should. What the fuck is that?
okay, it's just
Oh.
it was something with my mic. I don't know what was going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I showed Andrea because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay.
But anyways,
He's gonna pull out the note and specifically point to it and he goes, "I told you, a clever man with a few bits of information, a clever man can figure out a lot of things."
So, what do you think?
About
Anything questions you want to ask? Just go ahead. I make one request. Don't tell Layla.
why?
Really want Layla to wake up when she hears her name. My ears are burning. Some fire type is talking about me.
Well.
if you really genuinely want to, you can roll intuition.
Ooh.
No, I'm not gonna. No,
That's fair.
I'm not gonna push it. Thank you though.
That's fair. I just wanted to offer.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm hoping that maybe today might blow over. She doesn't have to know who I am.
What's your name, man?
Alexandra
Stop it.
Hamilton. Never.
It has been 0 minutes.
Mm-mm.
I know Andrew's keeping account of how long of another reference is, so don't worry, I'll find a way.
Oh
Oh
man.
man! I was just gonna find a way to.
Reset.
I was gonna find a way to organically slip it in, but okay.
Reset. Yeah, she's just gonna. She's gonna say that and just wait for Quinn to respond.
How'd you escape?
I was a scout. We were heading on a mission. It was supposed to be my first. It was my first mission away from just the edge of Mount Battle. I waited to watch. Used one of my abilities and ran. I ran for, I think, maybe an hour before I stopped, and they were still following me. And he was there. I didn't know he was there. I would have chosen a better time to run if I had known he was there, but he was there. I shouldn't have been able to get away, but I got help. There was this Ninetails. It showed up and it helped me.
What do they do with people they kidnap?
I don't know. I'm not that high. I wasn't high rank as a scout, and he never let me know anything. People always assumed that, but he always kept me in the dark.
Both of you, real quick, roll perception.
Wait, all of us or just those two?
No, just the two that are awake.
Sarah's also watching.
Okay.
That's a 9 because I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10, and Sarah rolls
Excellent perception.
Oh, shit. What's that? That would be my alarm. Okay. Alright, you can roll for Eggsy too, by the way.
I'm trying to think, does he have it? No, I passed it. Just passed it again.
And Sarah got a 12.
It's just a 2d6 for Eggsy.
Okay,
And he
roll...
got a 9.
New DM stupid question. What do you do when two opposing checks tie?
Usually give it to the defender. But, it could also be like if... It could go to defender or attacker, depends on how you want to play it out. Also, I usually find that if it's a defender, I will often give it to the player just cause.
Yeah,
Even if it's
tie,
between two
I
players.
usually give it to the player character, but it's a matter of your own.
2 players.
Oh. Ooh.
Choose the one that'd be most interesting for the plot.
Yeah, I go
Okay,
with that
you don't
one.
notice anything.
Okay.
Neither does Sarah.
Does this have something to do with what Eli rolled?
Yep.
Okay.
Ilana up to some shit again.
Always.
love
I wouldn't
Ilana.
rule it out.
Always.
I mean, I didn't even know we took human prisoners. I just knew of the few times I've been used as bait to capture Pokemon for the science department.
Andrea, I thought you were only used one time.
I know she was. She's just like.
Okay.
In case there's been other times she's been used without her knowledge.
Okay.
Like.
Right, that's fair, But that one time was obvious.
Yeah, that one time was obvious. She doesn't know about any others.
Sarah, this entire time has just been staring at you.
Aaron gives no fucks about this emotional reveal.
Yeah.
Aaron is asleep.
I promise you, I do not align with them. I do not care for what they believe. On that paper is one of the many, many things that pushed me to this. Hello?
We're here.
I there's nothing to say. Wait, was there a penalty for the perception because of darkness?
Yeah.
Then Sarah passed because she has dark vision.
No, because she tied with Eli, and like with the tie, I'm gonna give it to Eli with the tie. I mean, I could make you guys roll again if.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a new DM. Forgive me.
Okay.
You're doing great, Bucky.
Thanks. I've been doing my best. Okay, so do either of you have anything more to say?
Squid, say anything else?
I'm just trying to think of a way to wrap this up.
Layla
Sparkus just
mumbles
kind of
in.
Sparkus just kind of looking like, honestly, I'm not curious why you're not asking the obvious.
What would that be?
If it's clearly if the reason I was covering my face wasn't, for the tattoo, where was it?
Eyes?
Do you see my eyes?
No.
It is dark.
She takes
You've
off
also-
the band.
You've also, like, had your hood down this entire time.
No,
Well, she took it down
her
at the
hood
start.
Back.
The
She's
top.
taken it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No tattoo on her face.
I didn't realize you put the hood down.
I did.
Mm-hmm. She started explaining what you saw, but then you
Oh,
said,
yeah, that's
You
right.
said, I
Yeah.
already know what she looks like.
Yeah, that's right. Fine. Why?
Takes off the bandage first. Show the tattoo. It is covering about this much area of her upper arm. A slash down in the center. That looks like a pretty deep knife wound that was cauterized. Anything?
Nothing.
Alright, is that everything then?
If he has nothing else, she's gonna put the bandage back on, put the hood back on, and just go back to watching.
Alright.
At the
See.
end of the watch, and we're swapping out people.
We're the last watch.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Oh,
Somewhere after your conversation, Layla mumbles in her sleep about how it's Gwen's turn to wash the dishes.
Oh! Ah! It's my favorite.
No, Dusty, you have to sweep the floor, that's why your name's Dusty. No.
Well, I get to do the laundry.
yeah, Quinn's just gonna say, like, good talk, Spoke.
She just pauses for a moment and just looks away. Eggsy this entire time is just trying to scoot over to Sarah.
Who in essence, every time he scoots closer, she's like, puts a paw on his
Scoots
face,
further away.
pushes
Scoots further
him away, and then goes back to where she was, and then he goes back, paw to face, pushes away.
This is just gonna happen for the rest of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Go away, death ass.
It's so love bending.
Eggsy's new nickname.
At some point during the night, Eggsy hears a little
He goes to investigate the noise.
Waddle, waddle.
Iolana is there and says, "What's an Enya?"
You heard all that?
I did. I don't understand it, but all I know is that I need to protect Leilani. He's stupid, and he's innocent, and he's naive, and he doesn't know shit.
And he's stupid.
And I need to know things, be Because he doesn't, and I need to be able to keep him safe. Your human's never gonna tell him, so I need to know.
I can promise you, she's not gonna hurt Leilani. She's gonna do whatever she can to make sure he's not hurt. That's how she is. She does what she can to make sure the people that she cares about aren't hurt. That's part of why we're out here.
But there's still things. Bucky?
Aaron rolls onto her back and snores loudly while ignoring plot development.
Her brother was gonna do a test on me, and so she didn't want me to get hurt, and so she decided she made sure that we got away.
But what if her brother comes after us? We need to have knowledge so we can be safe.
You don't understand. I'm a Ravenclaw. I need to know things.
He's looking very confused. Just every once in a while, he looks over to Spark to make sure that Spark is not paying attention. God damn it, Bucky.
Anyway.
I don't know if he'll personally come after her. I mean, if we do, then we have just to run. Because Fang is a bitch. Don't tell him I said that, please.
Fang's the Houndoom, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do we know about the Houndoom?
Eggsy mentioned it.
First session.
Right.
Iolana just paces back and forth. For the record, Iolana's more of a Slytherin. She says,
God damn it. Go on. Sorry.
why is she hiding it so much?
Because she's afraid that if people find out that, the wrong people will find out, and it'll make it way back to her brother. And if her brother knows where she is, he can send more people after her. And
Everyone knows everything already. Sorry, that's the way it was in the vault. And if someone wants to know something, they're going to find out.
well, that's why she's hoping that, that's why she's doing a lot of the water stuff, because she knows she needs money for rations for us, so we can leave.
Leave to where?
I don't know. She just said leave. Like,
Hunter, is Sarah
That-
awake?
and he
Uh,
just
the-
points away from Mount Battle towards, wherever the, outskirts stand is, and somewhere past that way.
Yes.
Alright, so, just reminding you both that, Sarah is still awake, so she hears everything that you guys are saying.
I mean, he's not gonna hide it. As long
yeah.
as Spark isn't paying attention, that's what matters.
Iolana poofs herself a bit and says, your human is scary, and your human has danger following her. And if I ever think for even a second that your human will make any harm come to Leilani, I don't know what I'll do, but she's not gonna like it.
She won't hurt Leilani. I can make you that promise.
I'm not saying that she will. I mean, Leilani will think she will, but she's not going to. I can tell you that. I know that. But if an overseer wants you dead, you're going to die anyway. So people should know that an overseer wants you dead, so at least they'll be able to know what to look for.
Oh, well, it's just he just kind of shrugs. He's just like unsure about how to say what he is thinking.
As long as we don't run into any more of those people, I think we'll be fine.
And Iolana says, if we run into any more, I'm gonna find a way to let him know.
Eggsy nods.
Then Iolana says, alright, I'm gonna go back to sleep, but just... Leilani's my brother, and I'm gonna protect him. No matter what. Just know that your human comes second. I understand your human comes first to you. But she's not first for me.
I can understand that. I understand.
And Iolana will go back over it and nuzzle underneath Leilani's arm.
And Eggsy goes back to trying to scoot up next to Sarah.
Oh no! Oh no!
And the process repeats.
Over and over and over again.
Meanwhile, Sprig is snuggling into Layla and going, Layla, shut up about the laundry.
Okay, so, all of you are up the next morning.
Sparkus seems to have come down a bit. Is kind of avoiding Quinn.
Spark
And-
finds a mysterious plate of cookies outside of her tent, bedroll, whatever we're doing here.
I think it's hammocks. I mean, not hammocks, sleeping bags.
Okay.
Hammocks, sleeping bags for this guy.
Oh my god.
She finds a set of them sitting on a reasonably clean-looking leaf.
Oh!
She'll put a lot of them in her bag and just munch on one.
One's eating pancakes.
How did
Where did you get pancakes?
He held on to them when Jake gave him some, remember?
Yeah,
he
remember?
put some in his pocket?
Right.
Yeah,
Stale,
he's saving
cold
them.
pancakes.
He was saving them as rations.
But pancakes.
No, he hands them to Sarah. Sarah heats them up and she hands them back. And yeah, and she keeps one and eats it, and he eats it.
Can Jolene roll to produce decent food for the entire campsite?
Sure, why not?
Thank you.
Instead of cold,
Leilani has...
terrifying pancakes.
They're
Terrifying.
warm, terrifying pancakes. Get it right.
Warm from your body heat.
No, warm from Sarah's body heat, who is also starting a fire. She breathes fire on them to make them nice and warm. Nah.
Huh.
Does
We
it
could
make
also-
her fire not
we could-
hot, though?
We could no. She can breathe
She can
fire.
make it hot, it's just not, you know.
She has the ability fire starter. She can.
Okay,
But we can also use
I rolled
Eggsy as a stove.
13.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, Eggsy
it's
is going
pretty-
to go relight the fire because he knows that Leilani and Iolana don't like his fire butt.
Oh.
That's sweet. Exy's a sweetheart. Leilani has basic cooking, so can he help?
Yes, and in honor of my dad and my family tradition, you guys may have campfire French toast.
Yay!
Awesome.
I would like to point out that Layla is still snuggled in her sleeping cocoon. She is still being a silcoon. And she kind of she puts on her glasses and her hat without using her hands. She just kind of noses her face into them.
Oh,
And she also proceeds to eat French toast like this.
good.
Eggsy is just kind of nudging Layla.
Yeah. Good morning, Eggsy. You want French toast?
He has a cookie in his hand.
It's a cookie. She holds. She puts. She has kind of been talking around a mouthful of French toast. Puts down the French toast. She's still not using her hands because they're still burrowed inside the blanket. So she
Little tiny
opens.
steps.
She opens her mouth.
He breaks it in half, gives half of it to Layla, and sets the other half in Layla's hair so Sprig can get it.
Aww.
Sprig emerges from Layla's hair and noms on it.
Thanks, Exy.
Leilani
And
is...
Layla is also going. Thank you, Oshi.
Leilani is resting on his back, and just Iolana's got her leaves spread as wide as they can be, and you can tell she's soaking up sunlight.
I bring Iolana some French toast just in case. And also Leilani, obviously, but you know.
Do we call it
Leilani
toast?
gladly eats the French toast.
Sure, why not? It's Kalos toast. Anyways.
Where are we at,
Leilani
by the way, on
gladly
that?
eats the
Leilani eats.
toast and holds out a piece to Iolana, who, once again, she does the thing where a shockingly wide and sharp mouth opens up through her cotton and noms it.
Question, where are we on the map?
Okay, let me check the map. Blah, 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 blah. Where the fuck did I put my map?
Also, I want to remind everyone before we leave for the day that it is 11:20 p.m. at night in this universe.
Alright, so you want to quit, Hannah?
I mean, it doesn't have to be right now, but I'm wearing out.
I'm gonna be wrapping up soon.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you are you're around the forest's edge.
Okay. Is it kind of in that little nook area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you should reach Gateon Port by the afternoon. If
Okay.
you take off now. So do you guys take off?
Spark's going to insist on it, yes.
Yeah. Layla will make sure that the 3 Pokemon get something to eat, and then she's going to return them to their Pokeballs for travel.
Okay. So, unless any of you want to do something on the way, do any of you want to do something?
Nope, besides just, Leilani and Iolana. Leilani's gonna continue looking through the book and reading it to Iolana.
Fair enough.
Bucky, Spark's going to do the thing that she had did at the beginning of session.
Oh, okay, so she's gonna hang back and, yeah.
Yeah, do the double team stuff.
Layla
Okay.
is... Sorry. Layla is going to be... She's still a little bit unnerved from what happened yesterday, so she's paying extra special attention to her surroundings.
Okay. Nothing happens. Like I said, I want you to get there, and, you know, the event that happened was a lot, so...
Jolene spends the remainder of the trip earnestly trying to convince Iolana that if she grows extra floof sometime, Jolene should be allowed to use it for sweater yarn.
Jolene looks... Iolana looks uncomfortable with this, but Leilani says, oh, you can definitely do that, and may I use... Iolana has something that... No, goddammit, sorry. Give me a minute. All of my rage.
Chaos Ferret, yeah, we usually go longer than that, but, I mean, if Hannah's getting worn down, she's getting worn down, so...
Sorry.
Plus,
Hannah, don't worry about it.
These sorts of things are always, what's the word? Malleable, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little tired myself as well.
Yeah, we're just about at the end, so...
Where is this
like,
seed bag. Okay.
I just wanted you guys to get to the spot that I was actually planning on until I rolled my plot encounter thing.
Oh, look at what I have, you know. I want to end the session here. 5 hours later, you're not even halfway there yet, guys.
We've done, like, maybe one session that took 5 hours.
No.
Yeah, we've done
few.
several.
But,
We've
like-
done several.
No, I mean,
okay.
oh.
It's been a few. But it's usually
I-
4 hours.
I mean, like, you know, I want us to end the session at a certain point, but nearing the end of the session, we're hardly halfway to getting to that point. And I'm
Last
just like,
session.
That means that your
Aw.
plans last longer.
Leilani has seed bag rank 1, so would he be able to harvest some wool or cotton from Iolana?
Sure, why not?
Iolana's going to bitch about it, but she's still a willing Pokemon. She just makes the most obnoxious Iolana noises the whole time. Yeah.
Because, like, if she doesn't want to, it's fine. But, you know.
She's alright with it, she's just...
Obligatory anger.
Leilani actually explains this in character. Oh, it's alright. I'm always very careful and gentle, and she doesn't actually mind it that much. She's just very, very dramatic. Aren't you, Iolana?
She faints a faint.
And all the Pokemon can tell that she's whining, I'm dying.
Eggsy is still trying to get close to Sarah.
And he looks like he wants to say something to her, but doesn't know how to.
Eventually, Sarah, like, isn't paying attention, and Eggsy gets, like, right up on her, and she just, like, slowly turns to look at him.
Hey.
She slowly turns back to her pancake.
I'm saying this while they're walking.
She's been nomming on the same pancake. She eats little bites.
You don't hate her, right?
Sarah will say nothing.
She's not a bad person.
Sarah will say nothing.
Eggsy just looks a little defeated and goes and walks away. Waddles away.
Baby.
Aww.
May I say, Leilani looks down and says, "You're a bitch!"
I think you'll think that was
Sorry,
Iolana saying
Iolana.
that. No.
Yes.
Sprig doesn't know what
to
the hell's
Jolene
going
or
on.
to Leilani?
No, Iolana was saying that to Sarah, although she is still making ghastly noises about being trimmed.
Sprig doesn't know what's going on, but she sees that her friend is upset, so she hops down from Layla's shoulder. She hops down.
Aaron continues to give no fucks.
She hops down from Layla's shoulder and walks next to Eggsy. And just kind of, like, just walks next to him. She doesn't say anything, but she just wants to keep him company.
He smiles a little bit at this, but he still looks a little upset.
She kind of pulls a thoughtful expression and then hops up on his head. Now we are tall.
Eggsy tries to stretch up just a little bit to get Sprig higher.
She goes up on her tippy toes.
Does Sarah react at all to Iolana yelling that she's a bitch?
Nope.
This annoys Iolana, and she actually grabs a piece of her cotton from Leilani and tosses it at her.
It being cotton, it floats.
Yep. She's visibly annoyed at this, and Leilani just catches it without even looking away.
Sarah specifically did not respond to it, knowing it would be more annoying to her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're all traveling, Gateon Port's about an hour away. You can see it from here. You see lots of smoke rising up from it.
Oh boy.
Is that normal?
Oh shit.
Nope.
Hold. Can I roll survival to see how old that smoke is?
Yep.
And what's burning? Because
May I roll intuition to see if I have a bad feeling about this?
Because
You don't need to. You have a bad feeling about this.
because certain things burn darker than others, and they burn in certain ways.
Oh shit. Bucky, I need to PM
Yeah?
you something.
Yep.
And we're no longer in the desert. This upsets me.
Okay.
Yes, I boosted my my survival skill up to 46.
Can
I-
not Osmond? Can Spark roll something? Because she's a fire type.
She's a fire type. 19.
Layla is frozen in terror right now. She's actually stopped walking.
So is Spark.
Jolene shrugs and keeps walking.
19. What do I know?
The burning is buildings, and the fire is still happening.
Ooh, by the amount of smoke in the air, like in the clouds, how dark the clouds are, can I tell how long they've been burning?
Few hours.
How long has it been since we took down the vertibirds?
About a day.
Okay, so longer than a few hours. Okay, just making sure. In that case, Quentin is going to book it.
Spark
No, wait,
is following.
it's not safe. It's not safe. It's them.
Them? Who's them?
Storm.
Might need to speak a
Team
little louder.
Storm?
She, Sprig has noticed that Layla is distressed and hops into her arms, and Layla cuddles her tightly.
Spark has taken Eggsy into his Pokeball so she can go faster.
She's staring ahead, and you can see she's not focusing on anything. They burn things. They burn things down. They take people. They burn things. They kill people. They.
Can I intimidate everyone into calming down?
Spark and
That is
Quinn are
kind of
gone.
the opposite of
Yeah.
how it works.
Tough love. Tough love.
Hannah, that's not how it works. Oh god. You can roll command or charm, not intimidate.
Fine.
Ooh, command, a thing I'm good at.
You've already left.
Oh yeah.
So Spark.
Jolene's trying to get everyone to calm down.
Meanwhile, Leilani just glances at Layla, reaches out, pulls back, reaches out, pulls back, and then just
Nine.
Leilani's visibly unsure of what to do, and then just kind of says, Layla, I think you're freaking out. Can I hug you and try to bring you down?
Layla just nods fervently.
Leilani hugs her tight.
Oh.
Layla's shaking.
I rolled a 9. Did I successfully calm anything?
That's in between enough that I'll leave that up to the other players.
Well,
Spark and Quinn are gone.
Yeah, Spark
Well,
and
yeah,
are gone, and considering that his command is higher, just naturally.
Well, I mean, what's the flavor? How
Yeah,
is-
that's what I was going to ask next, is what does Jolene say?
I don't know. Something along the lines of, like, everyone calm down. It's not the end of the world. Just Gateon Port.
Jolene!
I freaking love
Not a
this
very
woman.
calming influence.
I love this woman so much.
What did you
She said everyone.
say?
She said everyone calm down. It's not the end of the world. Just Gateon Port.
This does.
Iolana makes a sound that's like laughing, but then immediately looks guilty.
This, combined with Leilani kind of hugging her, kind of snaps Layla out of it. She shakes her hand, grabs Leilani by the hand, and says,
We gotta catch up with them. They don't know. And runs
uh,
off.
Quinn's not running to the town.
Where is Quinn running?
To the river.
Clever. Is
And
Spark...
Spark is definitely following Quinn.
Okay, in which case...
When Quinn gets to the riverside, he'll take out the food and use it as bait for water Pokemon to try and make friends with.
Roll d20.
Oh, clever. In the meantime... Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna ask, can Clamilton use water abilities?
Yes.
Because I know she has some, but I haven't actually given her like actual abilities yet. So can we just say she squirts water at it?
Okay, sure.
Well,
why not? That's a pass. I'm gonna say. So let's see. What is in fresh water? What is in fresh water?
No.
No, that's about the least useful thing right now.
Gyarados.
No.
No, I couldn't do that. 'Cause that's so high level. I'd never be able to add being against my friend.
Actually, it's only level 20, but still.
Alright,
40.
I rolled a 3, and that
It's
is
possible, but it's unlikely.
a Froakie jumps out.
How do you spell that?
F.
Got it.
What's up?
Froakie.
Yeah.
It's the Gen 6 starter.
Yeah, Gen 6 water starter. They can smother the fire with their bodies. Hannah.
And then we can eat. We'll never go hungry again. Who wants a fish fry?
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
You start with sushi, and a week later, it's just fish jerky. Thousands of piles of fish jerky.
I hate all of you.
Okay, so what's this guy's level?
I'm gonna say, 12.
12. Hold on, I could have sworn there was a thing about my level and capture rates. Anyway, it's 12 to 24, 30, 24, 54. I have to get below a 56.
Okay.
Iolana is going to squish herself as tiny as she possibly can, then dunk into the water and expand herself as much as she can so she absorbs a whole bunch of water, then fly over towards where the smoke is, even though she's obviously terrified.
Baby.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard of.
Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
A Butterfree wearing a sweater flies up to you frantically.
Oh.
Wait. No!
I say hello.
She is chittering away frantically.
Can Aaron hear what she's saying?
Yes. She is saying, oh God, they got her, they got everyone.
Who would they get? What happened?
My trainer, a bunch of mean-looking men came into town and they started burning everyone and hurting everyone and putting everyone in cages.
Oh god.
Well, that seems really bad.
Aaron.
Aaron is not maternal.
But you are, Hannah.
My bad. I have to get under a 58.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. Successful tame.
Oh, cool. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm gonna talk to this Froakie and be like, I really need your help. There are people in danger. Good people. What I need you to do is gather as many of your friends as you can and then swim over to the port of Gateon City and start just water gun, bubbles, splash if you have it, whatever you can.
Splash.
Magikarp army.
Magikarp army! Magikarp army!
We just see this giant Magikarp that's like 3 stories tall.
For the record, Leilani is staying running with Layla, but when Iolana passes him, he says, "Be careful! I don't want you to burn." And Iolana nods.
Eggsy is going to break out of his Pokeball and follow Iolana.
Maybe.
Well, here's the thing. The more water that they release from the body, the lighter they'll become, and the heat from the fire will make them rise up.
Oh?
Because they are a cloud.
Oh, you mean Iolana?
Yeah, Iolana.
Iolana is cotton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not an actual cloud.
I know, but like, you know, because
Yeah,
they
but
float, the heat, the rising heat from the fire would probably like slowly make them drift upwards.
They're also a plant, though.
So, fire.
Yeah, I'm not saying they wouldn't take damage, but they would be getting away from the fire. I'm just trying to.
Aaron is going to run towards the fire and just start like rolling around on it in an attempt to smother it.
He's just
That's
trying to
It's
find
gonna
any...
take you a while to get there.
don't
Give
steel
her a
types-
half hour.
don't steel types take damage from fire?
She's also rock
she's
type.
also
I think
rock,
she only
so
takes
she
like a
gets-
quarter
she's
or
also a
something
rock type.
ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna tell that to the Froakie, and then
No, she
Go.
takes neutral damage from fire.
go.
Boo.
Also, for the record,
Important.
this is out of character, but a way that Exy could help would be to use smokescreen to try and smother the fire.
Right.
Ooh.
Thank you for reminding me. I have smokescreen. Because for temporarily some reason, I forgot.
Magikarp used Splash!
Yeah, once he gets into the city, he's just gonna start running around, and instead of flames that usually come up from his butt, there's a bunch of smoke, and he's just running as fast as he can. Just all around town.
Meanwhile, Iolana's doing the
No, people
pour
are still
water
there,
on it.
so you're not gonna want to go into town just yet.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. After he sends the Farouk off, Quinn's gonna start running towards the town.
Yeah, and Spark is definitely following. Like, Eggsy, get back here!
So, I'm sorry, everything's moving a bit quickly. Could I have a quick
Yeah.
rundown? Thank you. Could I have a quick rundown of where everyone is right now and how far we are from the burning town?
Okay, so I'm gonna say that, you were about an hour away in terms of walking distance initially when I told you saw the smoke.
Right.
You guys ran towards the river.
Yep.
So now I'm going to say you're, more like a half hour away, like, running.
Okay.
I mean, obviously not running the whole time, but moving as quickly as possible. So who-
Everyone else is 15 minutes away, and Jolene will get there.
So, so who is running towards the town right now?
Leilani's running with the Layla,
And Iolana is doing what?
flying.
I
With
think
water?
the order is probably
Yep.
Iolana, Eggsy, Spark Quinn, Layla and Leilani.
Jolene, way in the back, Aaron.
No, Aaron, then Jolene. Because everyone started running before Jolene probably did.
No, Jolene would have passed her because Aaron is so slow.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, Aaron has the literal minimum of speed it is possible to get. Actually, that's not true. She has below
The
the
minimum.
minimum.
The minimum you can reduce speed to in battle is 2. Aaron has 1 speed.
Good.
I don't know how, it just happened. I didn't ask for any of this bullshit.
And
Are you okay?
Me? Yeah.
No, I could hear. I think Dally breathing heavily.
sorry,
okay?
I'm still trying
trying to get everything straight in my head. So, is the Butterfree that showed up still with us?
It's hanging out with Jolene.
Okay.
Can
can't count it 'cause it has a
Jolene use
sweater.
her skills to calm it, like, enough that it could probably communicate more effectively? Because she has, like, actual calming skills.
Okay, yeah.
Pat.
You calm down the Butterfree, and when you do, like, she takes a few deep breaths, and then she starts, like, gesturing towards the town like this, like, going, free! Free!
Okay, I feel like between her and Aaron, I get, like, a vague understanding of, like, kidnapping was happening, it was bad.
Yeah, and burning and stuff.
Well, but I don't think I need someone to explain to me that it's on fire.
I mean...
Okay,
I mean... It could be smoke bombs, Hannah, God!
It could just be a lot of smoke screen.
Anyways.
okay, am I still close enough to the rest of the group that I can communicate with them?
I don't think we'll be running that far.
Didn't we have a radio?
Only one.
I'm gonna say by shouting you can communicate.
Okay. I shout the word snatchers.
Okay.
Because what else am I gonna do?
Hunter, regarding the Froakie that you were talking to, it salutes you and then dives in the water.
Layla hears what Jolene says, and she yells ahead in turn to Spark and Quinn. It's Team Storm!
Would Spark know anything about them, or no?
You've probably heard vague rumors about them, like...
Have I?
Yeah, if you've spent any time in the Wasteland whatsoever, you've at least heard about them on the radio, or heard about, people around here being like, say they've been getting more active lately, and stuff like that. Quick rundown, they're like Caesar's Legion from New Vegas, so awful misogynists, and pillagers, and rapists, and etc.
And slavers.
And slavers, and murderers, and torturers, and just the worst people ever, in the history of ever. And quick rundown for at least, like, a bit of background for what your characters would know. They usually raid really tiny settlements and, like, small villages and stuff like that, but they've never gone after a big hub like Gateon Port.
Yeah, this is actually what Layla's going to be saying at the moment. She's, like, kind of saying this to Leilani because they're running together. They're not meant to go after places this big. They go after small places. This Gateon was meant to be safe.
Leilani frowns deeply and says, it's going to be safe again. For Rachel?
Oh.
Make it that way.
Layla looks terrified but determined and tries to run faster. Sprig is getting squished.
Oh, baby.
I zarged, I'm sorry. Oh, how did Layla respond?
She looks terrified but determined and runs faster.
You
All
feel
right.
determination.
Oh my god. The sight of the burning buildings fills you with determination.
I don't think that's how it works.
Dediglination.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I had to. It was obligatory. Anyways, I feel like being an asshole.
I'm calling
It is
the
late.
It is late.
If you
Call the
want to.
session. Do it.
Yeah.
Want to open up next session with everybody running in to rescue the town?
This is
Yep.
a good. This
Yep,
is a good
sounds good to
cliffhanger.
me.
I like it.
Okay. Cool. That's where I wanted to end it.
Thank you all very much for playing with me. Thank you, Bucky, for DMing, and thank you, Dolly, for streaming.
And thank you everyone who listened.
Yes.
I hope you all had
You
fun.
all.
Yep, take care.